The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
I'm a complete fucking idiot. That intro was supposed to be for last week. I was like, God damn it, I knew I forgot something. But yo, man, welcome to Real Figures episode number 23. My name is Omar V. Got a pretty awesome show today. Actually, I gotta kind of gauge it correctly. It's fairly awesome. I don't want to overly hype it. It's kind of lacking a little bit of toy news throughout the last couple of weeks, man. I think companies are kind of, like I said last time, I think they're kind of gearing up more towards like the next season and stuff. But yo, there's still plenty of good stuff to kind of go over. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that today. But yo, what's up with the chat, man? What's good with you guys, man? I don't know where you guys are watching from, bro, but fuck, man, out here it's fucking blazing hot, man. So probably gonna be a quick show. Try to get past this without melting and shit. But yo, I'll say what's this in the chat. As always, I kind of go through my pickups of the week. Man, I fucking forgot that I picked this up like a couple weeks back, man. When this fucking shit is hilarious. I forgot that I had this, man. I put it underneath my desk, and like today when I was kind of getting ready, I was like, oh shit, that fucking Krusty's right there. It's kind of creepy, low key. And then yo, last week I kind of hinted that I was gonna get the Valorverse ride. Came in this week, so I got the Resvani in. I thought I was muted the whole time. So yeah, I got the Resvani in, man. I'm pretty sure you guys seen plenty of reviews and stuff. Yeah, there's some things that people could kind of point out, but overall, I think this thing is pretty dope, man. I ended up getting the muddy one just because it kind of added a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more grime and grit to it, man. And I think it just overall just kind of, made it a little bit better to me. Unfortunately, I didn't pre-order it since this didn't kind of go up when the initial pre-order went up. I didn't get the missile launches for free, but I ended up going in for them. They're pretty dope. Like I did open the Stinger. I like that this is has a little bit more realism to it. I think Bobby's kind of leans more into that. It's the things with G.I. Joe. It's kind of like Army inspired a little bit, a lot of it of the times, but the stuff that kind of Valorverse is doing is kind of more like realistic base, So overall, I like it. I think it's just, honestly, dude, if I had any complaints about it, I'd probably say that it's too big. Honestly, like that's not even a complaint because it's like he's definitely giving you your money's worth. But I think just like, I don't know, it's in scale. It's just a huge car, dude. Like seriously, man. Hold on. I got the Stinger right here. Let's see if I can reach it. It's just like a huge ass car, dude. So the Stinger right here is kind of in comparison. It's still a nice size, And I think honestly, like if I had the option, I'd probably go a little bit bigger than this and a little bit smaller than the Resvani. But overall, like I think it's a dope ride. It's definitely cool, and I'm glad that I got those like Urban Commando dudes because they kind of match with the ride, So yeah, that's all I got this week, man. Let me know what you guys are picking up, man. There's plenty of stuff kind of coming in stock. A lot of stuff that's going up for pre-order. That's kind of what we're gonna take a look at today. But yo, I'll say what's up to the chat, guys. The chat's already trickling in. My man Darth G's first one in here. Yo, what's up, Darth? What's good with you, bro? Andy's in the house. He says, hey, yo, what up, Andy? What's good with you, bro? Abel Frost is in the building. Cobra, what's up, man? What's good with you, bro? Obi-Juan, he's checking in. Yo, Juan, what up, bro? What's good with you, man? I mean, Obi-Juan. KJ's in the house. Yo, what's up, KJ? What's good with you, bro? Be Weird. Going to have to hit the replay on this one. Keep it real. Yo, Be Weird. Thank you, man, for stopping by, bro. Appreciate you, man. Liquid Below Zero's in the house. My man Richard. Yo, what up, bro? What's good with you, man? Codes. This guy always gets me mixed up with code names. What's up, one more in chat? Yo, Aiden Skates in the house. What up, 8? Is this the 3PA Latino correspondent channel for reals, bro? That's how I was like, dude, you know what? The Action Force stuff is pretty cool, man. Honestly, dude. Like, I know like if you watch kind of reviews and stuff, and that's kind of where I guess it gets like into the politics of stuff. It's just like I like to think that people give their honest opinions, and a lot of times they do. But like, I guess when you have a company and you're kind of like pretty close to social media yourself, not to say that Bobby's like obsessed with social media. I'm pretty sure that guy has like his own life and he kind of pays attention to other stuff, but it does get a little bit personal sometimes. So it's hard to kind of really get a good opinion on just the product, just on the toy. But I think the ride is cool, honestly. I think it's well worth the price. Like, not gonna lie. I think that was probably Bobby's like, I think if there was like no such thing as a HasLab, I think Bobby probably would have like offered it in a different way. Maybe like packed in a little bit more, like maybe light features. I don't know. I think he kind of rushed it a bit, honestly, to kind of try to get it out there because I think he was really kind of excited about the product he was going to put out there. So I don't know. It's hard to say, but honestly, I really like it. That's just my honest opinion. I'm not gonna lie. Dope pickups, Liquid. Thank you, bro. Dang, that stinger looks fire, bro. Yeah, the stinger's pretty cool too, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, like the missiles, they're kind of gummy, bro. Like that's the one thing that I like noticed about this. I was just like, dude, this thing, it's not cheap, it's still cool though. I like the design of it. And since like I didn't really grow up with G.I. Joe, I didn't really have any kind of attachment to it. So this is like my first stinger, it's just pretty dope shit. I don't know if they even like, I don't know if I'm gonna get the vamp, but I kind of do now just because I got it and I like it so much. And then I also kind of want to pick up another stinger. I don't know why. Just have like 2 stingers flanking my Cobra troops and stuff. That'd be cool. Pre-order my Legends Wolverine in full yellow suit from GameStop. Should get in by late October. Oh, right on, man. Hey, yo, Boncho's in the house. What up, Boncho? What's good with you, bro? Boncho knows about that damn heat. Suko, what's up, man? I'm most hyped for my Figuarts GT Trunks pre-order as of now. You got a favorite DBZ figure? You know what, dude? I'm actually waiting for that Tonson Trunks. I think I ordered it from OmniMay, but I heard from AliExpress it was already kind of shipping already. I don't know if it's sold out on there, but that's the one I'm waiting for right now, man. I see you're a big Dragon Ball Z fan yourself. Right on, bro. I'm something of a Super Saiyan myself. I always have a fucking Gohan in my avatar too, man. I always like Dragon Ball Z, bro. I don't know who didn't like Dragon Ball Z, man. For reals. I just kind of go back to that, It's just like, come on, guys, give it a chance. I know it wasn't for everybody, but like, dude, it lasted so many goddamn years. Look at my man. He's repping hard, bro. But yo, guys, as always, like I said, gonna just try to get into the toy news and stuff. Try to make it a fast show, man. I kind of realized last week, I was like, man, I dragged this shit on way too much, bro. Like, what the hell was I even talking about, man? So kind of run through it this week and yeah, see what your guys' thoughts are on everything, man. I kind of wanted to start off with this Hasbro Marvel Legends 2-pack. We did kind of talk about this after SDCC, but I think the one thing that it's always kind of left out during those reveals is obviously the price. I think companies are smart not to kind of damper the whole reveal with like obviously the price and the money and stuff, because it's just, I don't know, it's just all about excitement and yeah, just being excited for what's new and coming out. But the price is always something that's kind of left like wondering for people. People start to wonder like, how much is this going to cost? At least I do. I start to look at the stuff, start to look at the offering from like what they show us, and that's like the first thing I jump to is I start to think like, this is probably going to be 50, this is probably going to be 60. So this Inhumans 2-pack, when it was revealed, it wasn't really as hype as I could have imagined it, honestly, man. I honestly thought a lot of people would be a lot more hyped for this because it is a crystal, great looking figure, but I think the star of the show right here, or what should have been the star of the show, is this Lockjaw right here, man. I think a lot of people that don't have that Mezco 2-pack, I think they were waiting for this character, man. So to finally get him in Marvel Legends, I think people were like initially excited, but once you started to kind of break down the figure, it didn't look that great. Like, honestly, the sculpt of the dog looks cool. Like, he looks pretty awesome. I like the face portrait, the 2 little snout pieces that kind of come off and give you different kind of looks. It's really cool, man. But I think a lot of people, after kind of picking up a lot of these G.I. Joe figures, they start to really get excited about more animal figures from Hasbro. This being Marvel Legends, I think people always kind of look at different lines as coming from the same company, so it's obviously got to come from the same designers, the same engineers. So I think a lot of people kind of imagine this Lockjaw one day to be a fully articulated dog, where that's not what they ended up offering us, man. But to also kind of pack it in with this crystal, I don't think it was a bad move on their part, because the figure itself looks pretty cool. But this is where the price of the stuff starts to creep into the mind of the collector, man. Because once I saw this, I was like, okay, as everybody else does, they start breaking down the price. You get a figure, full Marvel Legends, fully pinless, all new body, great looking head sculpt. We've all been pretty happy with the head sculpts that Marvel Legends is putting out with on these ladies. Like I gotta say, this head sculpt is another banger, man. So I don't know who sculpted this, but that's a great looking head sculpt, not only for Crystal, but any figure alone like would look great with that head sculpt. So the lockjaw was honestly what a lot of people were really excited for, but once they started breaking down the articulation of it, man, that's kind of where I guess just the web blanket kind of came over the party, because it wasn't as articulated as people would have wanted. Like I said, it does kind of come with this like replaceable, like interchangeable snout piece. So you do kind of get some kind of articulation. It's not like an articulated jaw, but I think it still works. Like it doesn't break up the sculpt nasty. You're not gonna have some nasty hinges on the jaw. But the legs, man, and I guess what would be the knees of the dog is where it starts to lack a little bit of articulation. That's, I guess, where people would have really wanted a fully articulated figure. I think it looks still cool though, man. But at $70, that's kind of where a lot of people start to pump the brakes. I myself didn't pre-order it, man, but like I've said throughout the year, these Marvel Legends this year are really starting to dry up, man. So I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up drying up. Like I know when you watch a lot of like videos and people start to kind of talk stuff down, and it's like, oh, this is too expensive. This is too expensive. I myself do it all the time. I'm waiting for a sale. I think this year you're really running the risk on certain stuff. This right here, I don't know. This is one of those where you really got to roll the dice, man, because honestly, Inhumans, it's a cool Marvel like character roster, but it's not the most popular. It's not the Avengers. It's not X-Men. It's not even Fantastic Four. It's nothing like that, But like I said, a cool toy is a cool toy. So to get an articulated lockjaw, I think a lot of people are really hyped for it, man. So honestly, it is honestly a roll of the dice. This thing might sell out, but I don't know. I think at $70, a lot of people really have that in their head right now. It's just like it's a bit much, What are your guys' thoughts on it though, man? Did you guys run to pre-order this? Are you guys gonna wait for a sale? I think items like this to go up on BBTS and they're not exclusive, I think a lot of people kind of tend to roll the dice a little bit more. Obviously, if this would have been a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, I don't think anybody would be really questioning the price as much, though. That's the crazy part, So what are your guys' thoughts? Man? My man Ghost Tab is in the building. Yo, what up, Ghost Tab? I always laugh at this guy's avatar too. He's got like a dog in the interview or some shit. That's funny, bro. Oh, that's hilarious. Half-ass Crystal, of course. Can I pet that dog? Oh man, you think that Crystal's half-ass? I think she looks good, man. I mean, honestly, it's not like the most popular character. It's a, like I said, to build out this Inhumans roster would be pretty cool, but honestly, I think they really kind of went all out on the Crystal. I'm not gonna lie. I think they really went all out on the Crystal. And to kind of split up the cost, I think they kind of had to cut corners with the lockjaw. But I think it's still cool, man. Honestly, I think it's still a cool 2-pack. I think obviously at a more reasonable price, like at maybe $60, almost at $50. But I don't know, at $60, I don't think people would have hesitated. But at $70, not being an exclusive to Hasbro Pulse, I don't think people would have hesitated either, man. So it all depends, man. It all really kind of depends and stuff. What up, Omar? Is it too much for a space dog? Yeah, I don't know. Right? That was like the big thing this week, man. Like it was definitely something that kind of people started to break down, because like I said, man, a lot of stuff is coming up for pre-order. A lot of stuff is coming in stock. I think collectors really start to analyze different price points and stuff and different offerings. And like I always say, man, that's kind of one of the reasons why I kind of put this show together, is just to kind of give it a breakdown, just give it a breakdown for myself. For anybody that wants to kind of, come in and watch. I always kind of like to say it's not just for the community itself, but maybe just for people that are curious about, getting into toys and stuff and knowing what's out there, So knowing what's out there, part of that is the price. It's not just getting to see the hot new thing and not kind of breaking it, fully down as far as the value goes. So I don't know. For me, it is a bit much. Like I said, it is probably like a cool, like I would want that. I would want the dog, but I don't know. I don't know if I really need like a whole Inhumans roster, because like I said, I just want the damn dog. Can I pet that dog? My man Andy said, can I pet that damn dog? Save your bread, wait for the sale. My man Codenames, no hesitation. Yeah, I don't know, man. See, that's what I'm saying. I honestly don't know. Because look, if you try to go find that Sabretooth 2-pack, good luck. Good luck, guys. Like, seriously. Everybody kind of knew about the X-Men 97 stuff. Good luck. Good luck fucking buying the X-Men, guys. The fucking X-Men, the ones that they should have on the pegs all the time. The stuff's drying up, man. So I can imagine this might be low production run. I don't think online retailers kind of get to order up now as much as they want, like in years past. So I don't know. I feel like once a certain online retailer kind of sells out, I think it's just like a domino effect. I don't want to say that's what's going to happen here, but I honestly would not be surprised, man. Fair warning to everybody, I guess, it's like you're threatening people with fucking toys. Fair warning to you guys. This shit going on sale for sure. My man Mochi coming with the Kohar facts. What up, peeps? Will Flow is in the house, man. Crystal is a wanted figure, but should have had a new female articulated body, and maybe price wouldn't be questioned. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're kind of right. I think a lot of people always look at all the female figures from Marvel Legends like that in that same scope. It's just like, they want the all new bodies, but I feel like they kind of slowly nudge them out there, honestly, I don't think they would pack in as much articulation with this character though. Like, honestly, like I think just giving it the pinless joints, I think they just called it a day. A beautiful head sculpt, and honestly, that was probably enough for them. They threw in a couple of effect pieces, and like I said, the star of the show should definitely be the Lockjaw. So I don't think people kind of really wanted to break this crystal down too much or invest too much into it as a company. Save up and get the Mesco dog. Oh man, KJ, my man KJ got it. KJ with the tips, bro, the pro tips. This 2-pack should have been called Belong to the Street 2-pack. Oh, come on, Ghost Have. Yeah, I don't know, man. Honestly, like I said, it's if it goes on sale, I think for sure people would get it. But like I said, it's always kind of interesting to kind of see that. Like, if this would have been an exclusive, I guarantee you this thing would have pre-order sold out at the very least, So we got to wait and see. I'm sure people are going to be stoked with it in hand and definitely take some cool pics. Like I said, the sculpt on the dog and the crystal look great, man. Like, honestly, I'm really impressed by like the sculpting and stuff that Marvel Legends kind of putting out. But from there, we're kind of taking a look at a few reissues that kind of popped open this week, man. I think throughout the year, that's kind of something we've been noticing. It's just hot reissues coming down from Hasbro, Marvel Legends, especially. Not only them, but Black Series is doing it too. Kind of crazy, honestly. At first, when I started to kind of see it, I really started to take note of it because they were kind of, honestly, what they were putting out were really sought after figures, figures that have kind of skyrocketed in the aftermarket. I don't want to say skyrocketed, but they've definitely gone up. They reissued the Silver Surfer, they reissued the Kingpin. So very kind of, I don't want to call them like very sought after figures. So I think a lot of people had a lot of these in their collection. But they're definitely putting some of the rarer ones back out in circulation. So it was something that I kind of took note of, but I honestly just kind of attributed to just guaranteed money, guaranteed sales for these guys. It's like easy pre-orders. They don't have to tool up new stuff. They're just straight up reissues, So kind of watching the 3POA live stream yesterday. Speaking of 3POA, the Mexican correspondent right here. Oh man, it was a great show, man. They had Bobby talking about the leak list from Marvel Legends. I don't have that list here, but definitely go take a look at that live stream. I'm sure Rectangular has put out that list. I'm sure Displaying Model Behavior did a video on it. I think he did a video on it. It's kind of interesting to kind of see the leak list and all the stuff that's kind of come out this year from Marvel Legends. Because like I said, guys, they've been putting out some banger stuff. Very good stuff where it's almost like a going away. Like, you know what, guys? This is it. This might be close to the end of the Marvel Legends lines, according to these rumors that are online, guys. Apparently, Hasbro is gonna lose the Disney license. They're no longer gonna make Marvel Legends. They're no longer gonna make Black Series. Again, this is just a rumor. This is all rumors. This is all speculation. But starting to kind of put the pieces together, it kind of starts to look like it, man. Because right here with this reissue of Professor X, you're not getting an all new figure. They put out these beautiful X-Men 97 figures. You're not getting an all new Professor X. You're not going to get some, an all new Silver Surfer. You're not going to get some of this stuff right away. So I don't know, man. Is it a sign? Like I said, I attribute it to just guaranteed sales. But when you really start to kind of look at all the pieces, they're really kind of giving you the quintessential versions of some of these characters. It could be a going away song, man. It could be a going away swan song, guys. I hate to think that because I think that Marvel Legends is still like, I know we always kind of tease it some of the times. A lot of people kind of, rag on it here and there, myself included. Some of the times they really fuck up, So I don't know, but I think it's still a goated line. I think it's still one that you could always fall back on. I think they always kind of put out cool stuff, and obviously like we were just kind of taking a look at that Inhumans 2-pack. That's kind of where you start to kind of pick apart Hasbro stuff. It's just kind of in terms of value. But I think we can all agree that they put out quality product most of the time, Like I said, value it's you know it's determined by the individual collector, but I think we can all get behind that they put out a fairly decent product for a fairly decent price most of the time. So I don't know. Would it be a going away party for them? Because according to the rumors, they are. I don't know. I guess Disney's kind of gonna move away from licensing it out to them, put it up for just bidding. According to the reports, McFarlane might be in the race, but McFarlane might also be losing the DC license. Could we be seeing a Marvel Legends esque, DC Legends esque, DC license from Hasbro? I think it would be smart of them, honestly, when you really start to pay attention to like pop culture and stuff. I know everybody loved that Deadpool and Wolverine. They needed that, guys. Marvel was really kind of putting out a lot of flops. Look at the Star Wars license. I think Hasbro's smart to really plant their foot at the negotiation table and say, look, guys, I know Star Wars is guaranteed money, but you guys really fucked up these last couple of years, man. You guys are not making stuff easy for toy companies to sell. Like we were talking about the Acolyte. Figures haven't even came out yet. What happened to season 2 of that series? What happened to the continuation of these characters? Did you really like them enough in that series to buy a whole wave of them? I don't know. I think honestly, like Hasbro would be really smart to kind of plant their foot at the negotiation table and really kind of negotiate, maybe better terms for them, or maybe just kind of walk away. I wouldn't honestly be surprised, My man Laser Pants, I'm stealing this news, bro. Lamu Air to yeah, there you go. Puerto Rico. My man, Puerto Rico. Or Puerto Rico. Oh man, shout out to Laser Pants. Yeah, like I said, watch their live stream, guys. It was a great breakdown. And honestly, getting a little bit of insight from Bobby himself. The guy used to work at Hasbro. He knows how these things kind of work. He knows how these things go. And like I said, I wouldn't be mad if Hasbro stopped making Marvel Legends and Star Wars Black Series. Because like I said, guys, it's not easy for them to continue to sell some stuff if they're not. You can't just sell Captain America every month. You can't just sell Iron Man every month. You can't just sell that stuff every month. You have to really get cool stuff coming down from live action stuff, mix it in with comic stuff. Look how many MCU figures went up for pre-order this year. Hardly any. Did you see an Echo Wave? Did you guys see an Echo Wave? Daredevil, in the Echo Wave. I know there's a leak list coming out for stuff. That's a Netflix stuff. That's Netflix stuff, guys. Those are Netflix characters. That's not MCU stuff. So I don't know, man. Like honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they do just forfeit the license. I don't want to say that they lose the license or anything like that, but like I said, looking at these reissues, these are figures that have gone up in the aftermarket, man. It's easy for them to kind of put them out, get that money back, and just maybe move on from there. So did you guys pre-order any of these? Are you guys missing any of these figures? Because like I said, you would want to see updates on some of these figures, but it doesn't look like Marvel Legends is going to do that. Because they're going to reissue out the stuff that's going up on eBay, and I think it's a win for collectors that don't have them. I think it's a win for Hasbro, so it's not bad on their part, What are your guys' thoughts? Just a little tip, bro. Pro tips, my man KJ. Yeah, exactly. KJ always tipping. Not liking Professor X head effect. Color is a little sus. Should have gone for the clear blue. Nah, man, my man's really breaking down. And is this an update on the head sculpts? I think that's the one thing that they could at least do. They could really get that that printing tech more into these reissues, and it's a fair update. And I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, these are selling out. Even characters that most likely a lot of people have, they're selling out, guys. Like they just reissued that Magic. The Silver Surfer kind of dried up in a few places. I think this Professor X dried up in a lot of places too. So it's easy for Hasbro to put these out. And like I said, it's just very odd that they're doing that though. It's just very odd because it's something that they could have done last year. They could have done 2 years ago. They didn't do it. Look at 2022 was like one of the worst years. I think it was 2023. I forgot. It was one of the worst years Marvel Legends ever had. It was just very I don't even know, that fucking that Amadeus Cho Hulk wave. Remember that wave? What the fuck were they putting out? Where you look at this year and it's just yeah, okay. These are guaranteed bangers, guys. Seriously, even the reissues, man. So I don't know, kind of odd, but hey, I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, man. My man, thanks, man. Yeah, Laser Pants, definitely go check out that live stream, man. It was a great breakdown for reals. I know I checked out his after show. And he kind of mentioned that those are his favorite shows, and I myself enjoy watching those shows too. LP, hello everybody. Paul Morales is in the house, my man Paul. I'm not gonna miss saying it. What's up to this guy? This guy's cool as fuck. Disney LucasArts has managed to create a miracle single-handedly, destroy Star Wars. Not even George was able to do it with the prequels. Oh man, another prequels hater. Ghost Tab, don't make me ban you, bro. No pre-orders. I wanted Lockjaw, but can't do that price. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But had it been an exclusive, I don't know. I don't think people really look at the price that much. KJ, what's the little tip? I love Marvel Legends. Johnny number 5 is in the house. Johnny's trolling me, bro. Come on, Johnny. Don't start here. Exactly. No, you don't, Johnny. Your NYC figure fanatic is in the house. What up, NYC? What's good with you, bro? The re-releases are really limited production runs, yeah. But they're guaranteed. They're guaranteed sales, right? Like they're not really picking duds, you know. From what I've seen, they're really kind of putting out stuff. DMs, please, will flow. Oh man, that's funny, dude. Who else is in the chat, man? My man Thor coming with the comments. There's always room for improvement, but Hasbro and Marvel and Disney need to listen more to the fans and collectors on what we want and what we want to see in the future. Yeah, that's I don't know why companies are pivoting away from listening to the customer, guys. Like I said last week, I think I brought it up maybe 2 weeks ago, and you're starting to see it now. You're starting to see the toys. This is the stuff Jack's putting out for that Sonic movie. Those creators that made that Sonic movie are fucking smart. You know why? Because they listen to the customer. They listen to the people that are gonna buy the shit. They were gonna put out that ugly Sonic with the little teeth, little fucking teeth. What do? They pivoted away because the customer said, "This looks like trash. This looks terrible. Fix it." You know, and they did. And now they're in the fucking money. So it's always smart to listen to the consumer, man. Marvel Legends in general have been feeling cheaper plastic. I'd rather need to save money and buy Mayfex. A lot of people go that route, man. But I think some of the stuff that they're putting out this year, like I said, it's some of their best stuff. I'm not gonna lie, man. At least McFarlane will give you some obscure DC figure. Just look at the Cyborg Superman. I think that's the other talking point, man. What if McFarlane gets the Marvel license, guys? I think a lot of people would honestly be turned off by it. I think a lot of people would say, okay, I collect the Marvel Legends for so many years. I think I'm good. But give me a McFarlane Hulk. I'd buy that. He would definitely put out some cool shit, guys. Like seriously, he would definitely put out some cool shit. And forget about HasLabs. This guy would just make the stuff, you know? Like, look at all the damn Batmobiles he's making. He's not crowdfunding all this stuff, guys. He's making shit just you know, out of the fucking blue. So I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe he gets Marvel and DC. Who knows, guys? And then you can't complain about the scale because it's all going to be the same, guys. Oh man, that would be the end game, right? Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. That's real interesting to kind of wait and see, man. Ugly Sonic made it into the Chippendale movie, though. Oh yeah, and see, that's cool that they did that because they were still able to use that, and it was in the zeitgeist, bro. People kind of recognize that as a meme, like, oh shit, it's this Ugly Sonic. So it's like it's smart, dude. Smart people, man, make smart decisions, guys. So we gotta wait and see. I didn't pre-order any of these. I already have both of these figures. But I don't know. Honestly, if it's the last run of these, like, man, it's hard to say. Like I said 2 weeks ago, I've been buying doubles of some of the Marvel Legends this year, man, just because I feel like it's some of the better stuff, like that Venom that came out. Got 2 of those. I got 2 of the Warbirds, just because. I don't know. I honestly feel maybe I just trade them later on. You know, who knows? Whatever. But I think they're solid pickups no matter what, and at a fair price too. $25 for that Venom, $25 across the board for most of the stuff. I think it's cool stuff that they're putting out, man. But from there, keeping it with Marvel, moving into a little bit of a some kind of crazy shit. Honestly, we're kind of scrapping the bottom of the barrel, bottom of the bucket for toy news. But we get these Zoids crossing over with Marvel. So we got these Spider Zoids. I thought these things look pretty funny, and just as toys, they look kind of cool. So you do get like an articulated figure. That's kind of the reason I kind of stuck these on here. I don't tend to bring up stuff like this on the show, but you know, you get the articulated Spider-Mans on there. It's an action figure. Let's talk about it, man. So yeah, seeing these on HLJ, they're about 50 millimeters. So it's not tall figure. It's about 3 inches tall almost. So I don't know. They're cool for what they are. They're a little bit gimmicky, but I think the spiders look cool. I think the Zoids themselves look pretty cool. They kind of have some kind of articulation, like in the legs and stuff. Obviously, I forgot the name of the parts on the Spider-Man, like the abdomen and all that stuff. Kind of looks funny, you know. It's got good paint job on it. I feel like people will throw these in their spider display and just kind of, call it a day. Honestly, I'm not mad at them. They weren't priced too expensive. I think they're around shit, man. Let me try to convert it real quick. I think they're relatively cheap. They're probably around $30. I could be way off though, but I thought they were funny looking, man. Did you guys check these out? What are you guys' thoughts on them? Because as toys, I thought they were cool enough. I always like to look at cool little shit, little. I don't know. I could like to think of these as like fidgety toys almost. It's just you throw Marvel on there, you throw some Zoids on there, and yeah, call it a day. So I don't know. I thought they were cool for what they are. Yeah, they're not expensive at all. They're like $20. So not expensive. April release coming out next year. And yeah, if you really have a gnarly Spider-Man display, like you throw this on there. Who knows? It might work as a mech or something for like, I don't know if they ever do like a Penny Parker. I know she has a little fucking SPDR, but I don't know. Maybe you just get creative. Maybe you have like a Spider-Man that you want to throw on here. Maybe give this figure your little cousin, or your son, or your little brother or something. I don't know. It's cool toys. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the Zoids themselves, the Spider-Mechs, they look interesting. You throw Spider-Man on there, and it's just fun. It's fun for a display factor too, especially. So check them out if you're interested. They are on HLJ. My man McFarlane would have a Rancor on the Target shelf the next day. Very true. Code names exactly. I saw my man Pop Photos mention that. I think in the 3PO, somebody mentioned that in the 3PO live stream. Exactly. He'll definitely have all this stuff on toy shelves without getting crowdfunded. Give me a McFarlane Fin Foom. Exactly, bro. That's easy money for Todd. The Transformers Zoids looks really good. The Spider-Man are okay. Yeah. I don't know. It looks like Zoids is crossing over with a lot of this stuff. I guess it's being done by this company, Synergenex. So it looks like they're just kind of crossing a lot of stuff over, man. Yeah, we'll see what's up with them, man, when they come out. Like I said, I do think people are going to pick them up just because display factor, in the Spider-Man display or Spider-Verse display, I think they'll look pretty cool. But moving on from there, into the DC side of things, more Batman 66 figures coming from Todd, man. Speaking of Todd, like I said, he does have his firm grip on the DC license, so I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up getting Marvel and DC, guys. That would be a lot of people's nightmare. But hey, man, Todd's continuing to put out a vast array of figures. Here we have like a more limited articulation range. Obviously, people kind of see these Batman 66 figures, super retro. Wave 11 of these fucking things, which I was surprised that they've gone this deep, man. But actually, looking at the full offering from what he's done so far, he's giving you play sets. He's giving you multiple play sets, honestly, a different array of just characters and stuff from different kind of, I guess, media, from this same kind of Batman 66 theme. So he's got like this this Batman version in this red costume. When I first saw it, I just thought it was kind of goofy. Like it's just kind of this really weird repaint that I don't know if it was necessary, but kind of learning that it's from an Italian poster, it's like, okay, this guy's really going deep. He's giving you an Adam West from a movie poster from a fucking another country that I don't know, must be a collector item, I guess, from what I understand. So giving you a figure that represents that, it's like I said, this is wave 11. This is how deep this guy's going in this thing. This line is continuing to sell, guys. We're gonna take a look at an eBay price right now for one of these Batgirl figures. Some of this stuff comes out fairly small production runs. The shit sells out and it starts going up, man. I don't like to say buy stuff or flipping value and stuff, but like I said, the people that are collecting this line are really hot on it, man. Because next up, we move on to this Joker, where I guess the only reason that they kind of say that he made this figure was because of the saturation on old TVs. It kind of looked like this motherfucker had like a red suit, So looking at the picture of the toy and then kind of getting the picture from the computer and stuff, it does kind of look like this motherfucker had a red suit, where you kind of take a look at another more clear image and it's the same suit. It's purple right here. It looks a little bit red. So to make a figure of that's kind of odd. But like I said, who knows how many of these fucking damn Jokers he made? And for somebody that might be a completionist in this line, this is like a must get figure. This would be like a one that like, oh, I'll get it later. And he only made so many, and it's just like becomes the rarest one, So for a collector that's really kind of all in, don't sleep on these ones, guys, because these might be the harder ones to get later on, because this is kind of outrageous. This is the only reason that I saw online that people were saying that he made this shit. It was because of the oversaturation on old TVs. And I was just like, hey, it kind of makes sense. It's kind of goofy if it was something that was a thing that, maybe he kind of caught wind of that. or the designers at McFarlane Toys caught wind of that and they wanted to make a toy, man. And then from there, we move on to the Clock King. So he did put out this character in the DC Multiverse line. Very goofy looking character in a more modern take. Equally goofy in a more classic take, man. This guy looks pretty out there. This has a bunch of clocks on him where I don't know. I honestly, for the scale, these head sculpts, they have no business looking this good, man. I think they look really great. Like, seriously, man, the Cesar Romero Joker, it looks really fucking good, man. I've even seen people take these head sculpts and put them on Mafex figures, guys. Like, I think there's like a comic version of the Batman 66. I don't know if you guys follow OC Nerd Swagger. He put that on that Nightfall Batman, and it looks like a classic looking Batman. It looks really fucking good, man. Like, has like a classic comic book look to it. And yeah, like I said, even this Adam West head sculpt, man, where I actually haven't picked any of these figures up myself, not really like a line that I wanted to get into. I did kind of appreciate the goofiness to him, but I kind of waited. I always wanted to get the Adam West, but I'm glad I did. I have that Adam West DC Multiverse on pre-order. Should be arriving soon from Amazon. I think it's selling out everywhere, guys. Definitely lock that one in. I think that one's going to be meme toy of the year at the very least. It's definitely going to be in contention because it's just so goofy. It comes with a shit ton of hands. So I'm glad I waited on that. But this line, like I said, is continuing to kind of put figures out. Move on from the Clock King. We get a Wonder Woman. I guess I'm not 100% sure if she came out of the series. This might be from like a comic panel or comic that she came out of. Because like I said, he's giving you the multiple medias of Batman 66 that they kind of put out. This one's okay. It's more of a classic Wonder Woman head sculpt. Like I said, though, people are in for it. You get like a little soft goods lasso and shit. So that's pretty cool. And then this Batgirl, guys. This head sculpt right here on this figure looks fucking awesome. Like, it just looks so fucking good. Where he did put out this kind of version, like in the comic version, I guess. This is more realistic based. But like I said, man, this head sculpt just looks good. And they have no business looking this good on these style of figures, man. I think Todd would really get down with a proper 6-inch fully articulated line. Like, seriously, man. You know, I was just praising that crystal head sculpt. These guys at McFarlane Toys are no slouches, man. They really sculpt out some great looking figures. But this is where it gets a little bit odd, man. This Batgirl is kind of getting showcased. They kind of put it up and they put it up a pre-order along with this, I guess, Bat Cycle for Batgirl. So this Batgirl is sold separately, man. This one was one to get for sure, because when they first put this out, it's definitely got her like classic costume from that series. Fully purple outfit, looked really great, man. Like I said, the head sculpt looked great. This thing sold out, guys. That Batgirl is no longer attainable at Target, man. It's selling for like over $50. I think I've seen it go for even $60 to $80 around there early on. So it's kind of sucks that he's putting out this Bat Cycle at the time that he's putting out this blue costume, this blue and gray costume, because it just doesn't look right. If you don't have the purple costume Batgirl, it's just not gonna look right. It just looks completely off, you know. For collectors that are kind of peeved off about that, I did see some people that are kind of annoyed by that. You know, probably would have been cooler to kind of get maybe a 2-pack and stuff. I don't know. You know, I know he's putting out these different vehicles for this line, so I don't know. Maybe he could have stuck a Batgirl in there, maybe that purple costume. But like I said, he is kind of doesn't really like to double dip too much. He always kind of switches it up, I guess, with the paint job. Like I said, though, the head sculpt on that Batgirl looks fucking awesome, though. So I don't know. If just as a collector of the line, maybe I didn't get the purple. If I didn't get the purple costume, I wouldn't get this ride. That's all I'm saying, you know. So I don't know. Fairly interesting. Like I said, these dudes tend to sell out. A lot of people are really happy with the line and just how deep he's going. He's giving these really deep cuts, like for reals. Even this Bat Cycle, never seen it. Not really happy with it. Like the design looks a little bit. It looks a little bit ugly, to be honest. Like, honestly, the goofy factor for this line is always fun, but this Bat Cycle looks a little bit too out there. It looks a little bit kind of ugly. So I don't know. I'd probably just get this Batgirl just because it's a good one if I was in for the line and I didn't have the other one. And like I said, these deep cuts, that's, I don't know. Maybe he's kind of running out of characters kind of put out. Hopefully not, you know. Like I said, like what everybody always knows for toy lines, it's always smart to repaint stuff, and if it makes sense and people sell and they sell out, then fuck it. It's a win for Todd. Another one, man. That guy stays winning this year, man. He's winning for reals, man. So did you guys lock any of these in, man? Are you guys in on this line? You guys collected it all? Are you guys completely turned off by it? Like I said, I always kind of see these things. It's not for me, but it is kind of impressive to see Todd just doing multiple lines. He does the 66 line. He's doing the animated series characters. He does the superpowers line, where that's the one that people really want to see him go deeper on. You know, I think he's kind of slowing down a little bit in that. We did see his like crowd fund thing kind of go up, and that's kind of where he was going to put like more characters to kind of, I guess, get crowdfunded, kind of turned people off and kind of got people worried that maybe that line's dying, you know. But this 66 one looks like it's going fairly well, man. Like I said, the stuff in the aftermarket is, I don't know. I guess it's healthy. I guess that's the word I want to use. So I don't know. I guess his lines continue to go deep, man. But keeping it with DC, move on to this 112 collective. I guess more modern Batman. This is the stuff people want to talk about. They don't want to see this retro shit, Omar. Don't bring this trash up, bro. We want the highly articulated stuff, man. So we are getting this all new Batman. I don't know the name of the company, man. It's very hard to kind of, I guess, I don't know. I don't even know what kind of writing this is. Is it Chinese or Japanese? I don't know, man. But this Batman looks pretty good. It is one that multiple companies are making. I know Todd had put his out. I know Amazing Yamaguchi Rebel Tech is putting one out. But like my man Cobra said in the Discord, I think this might be the one to get over that Rebel Tech, man. You know, got to kind of see it in scale with something, or just see the proportions on it and the actual scale, I guess. So this is going to be at Wonderfest coming to Shanghai coming up next month. So we'll get a full solicitations, I guess, a full reveal there, you know, coming up in October. So October 2nd and October 3rd, they're going to have a little festival, a little con going on in Shanghai. So plenty of cool stuff is going to be showing off right there, including this Batman, where from right here, man, it does look really fucking cool. It looks really good. So gotta wait and see. I know a lot of people are really hyped for that Rebel Tech. I did see a post of that was supposed to come out this month, but I guess it got pushed back to next month, man. So I don't know. Maybe after seeing this, maybe people cancel their pre-orders. Gotta wait and see. I didn't pre-order it myself, but I was probably gonna get that Rebel Tech one. But I don't know. Now after seeing this, probably pause and wait. So we gotta wait and see which one's gonna be the better one. I wish Mayfex or any other company will do Batman 66 line. Oh, that would be cool, Darth. Yeah, that would be instant sales, man, for reals. But like I said, you get that Batgirl head sculpt, and you buy that Batgirl, that Hush that's coming out. It's gonna look way better than the fucking the Jim Lee Batgirl head sculpt. Like, I guarantee you, bro, it's gonna look so much better. Where I think I'm gonna do that myself. Hey Omar, here's the part I don't get. If McFarlane is trash, according to some, why are the McFarlane fakes so expensive on the aftermarket? Hey, bro, like I said, man, I buy stuff because I think it's cool. I don't really like to get, I guess, locked in because of scale. You know, I can learn to separate stuff. Like, you know, obviously, a lot of people would want everything to kind of be in that Hasbro scale. Just I guess it's just, I don't know. It could be the OCD in people's heads, you know. I just buy stuff and I can separate it, you know. Like, it's not an issue for me. I think a cool toy is a cool toy. I think the one thing with Todd's stuff, though, is just like I said before, it's like the aesthetic choices that he makes, the huge pins, the long legs. It turns a lot of people off sometimes, but I think the articulation that he packs into a lot of his figures, I think it's great, man. Like, seriously, I think I'm really impressed by his stuff. And like I said, the sculptors that are McFarlane, they're second to none, guys. Like, they put out some cool shit, man. Like, I was just kind of, I have like a lot of stuff on my desk and stuff, so I was kind of moving stuff around, but like we were taking a look at that Deathstroke that he did. This one's fucking cool, bro. Like, I already had it, you know. Puts out fucking weapons all the time, so you know, like I don't give a fuck if this doesn't scale with my damn Marvel Legends and my Captain America. Like, what the fuck? What does that even make sense? You know, it's like, it's a DC character, it's a DC line, you know. But I think people would always want that, just that uniformity. And I think companies are always kind of smart to kind of fall in line, I guess, with that Hasbro scale, because it affects a lot of people's collecting habits, you know. And I'm not mad at them either. Sometimes it is kind of annoying where it's just like, yeah, how cool would it be for all lines to be the same scale? That would be perfect. We don't live in a perfect world, guys. Sorry to break it to you. But jumping back before I go on a full tangent about fucking McFarlane toys, Thor, don't trigger me, bro. I'll lose track of time. Oh, man. He will have a gold, silver, green label McFarlane store exclusive. Oh, fuck. Yeah, Todd's definitely pissing people off with all those fucking additions that he's doing. That's the one thing that is annoying. Thor and the Coast to get an answer from Darth. McFarlane is the only one getting deep in the DC universe. It's close to 112, the closest at least. That's one reason. Yeah, exactly. It's a popular license, man. Yeah, the Batman looks dope. I may still get the Amazing Yamaguchi one, but yeah, the company is called Liang Pin Zi Zhao, obviously Chinese. Man, Liquid's always coming with the facts, bro. He's always coming with the info. Yo, thanks, Liquid. And yeah, I'm not imagining that people don't get both, honestly. Like, I could definitely see that, because the Rebel Tech stuff that they're putting out this year is pretty dope. We're gonna take a look at a release that just got shown off before the show. They're putting out some cool shit, man, that a lot of companies are also making, these properties that they're making, and their stuff still sells out. Look at that fucking Agent Venom. That thing sold out. Everything that they put out sells out, bro. So I know Yamaguchi is doing good for themselves. I hope this Batman has bomb articulation. I said a bomb. People prefer uniformity in regards to scale, but it's not a deal breaker for most people. Yeah, exactly. Ghost Tab, you typed exactly what I said, bro. Yeah, exactly. No, I couldn't have said it better, Ghost Tab, for reals, man. People definitely prefer uniformity, but it's definitely not a deal breaker. You like that, Ghost Tab? You like that I just stole what you wrote? But moving on from there, keeping it with DC, moving on to this third party Nice Toys crazy puppet collaboration making this Joker from the Batman 89 movie. So here we have it, guys. Everybody wanted this damn Jack Nicholson Joker. Here it is. And I don't know, man. I think people are gonna continue to wait because this doesn't look that great, guys. Like, honestly, there's something about it that's just, it's not there. It's not hitting the mark. I think out of anything, maybe the head just looks too big, but it's just something about this. Even the sculpt, it doesn't. It's got to be hard to get this guy's head sculpt exactly right, because his expressions on his face and all that stuff, the wrinkles in his face, it's just, man, Jack Nicholson just has such an iconic face, bro. Like, shit, I grew up watching the damn Lakers. You always see this motherfucker on the damn court side, always with that same face, bro. It's just so weird, such a great actor too. Like, a lot of people would want multiple characters of figures of characters he's played in movies, where this is one of them, man. 89 Joker, I think a lot of people are waiting for the quintessential versions of this character. I think people are even willing to wait for a Todd version, I would love like a Mesco version of this. So to finally see like a cloth version of this character, I think maybe it might get some people. I think that the one thing that I always kind of point out with these third-party companies is you don't really know the quality of these characters. You don't really know the quality of these companies. This could be a completely shit figure. Like, I honestly think it is. I think the articulation that this thing might be very, keep it to a minimum. You can kind of see a little bit on the wrist right here. It looks like a very cheap buck, where obviously you don't need this guy to be Spider-Man. You don't need this thing to be, crouched down and posed around. You really kind of, they showcase enough in these solicitations where it's like, yeah, this is kind of what you got to do. They pack in a few accessories. And I think they really got to lean on the quality of the tailoring on the suit, the soft goods. Obviously, if they're offering a soft goods figure, that's got to be stellar. Where even here, it just looks, even like, it doesn't look like a well, like, this looks like if it was real life, it would look like the cheapest fucking suit. It just looks like cheap material. Where, like I said, this is where it's good bringing stuff like this up, guys, because somebody that's kind of new to the game and wants to get some cool stuff for their collection, they might buy something like this, man. And honestly, it might turn them away once they get it in the hand from the entire hobby. You might be completely turned off from the entire hobby if this was like one of your first figures that you pick up. And I could be completely wrong. This thing could be a complete banger, but I think I'm leaning more where this goes. My man Liquid. Brother, ew. Exactly. That meme. Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. Like, it's something about it. It just looks completely fucking off, where just the iconic Joker that everybody wants, it might get some people, but yeah, I don't know. This is one that I'm definitely gonna stay away from. I haven't seen it pop up on any overseas sites. I think it might have gone up on Toysy Metaverse actually, but I don't know. This is one that I'm definitely gonna stay away from. I have been picking up a few of these like soft goods third party Jokers. Like, I got the Felix Toys Joker. I think both of them. I got that the Joker movie, and then I got the Dark Knight Heath Ledger version. So I didn't want like another soft goods like Joker. I wanted like 89 version, but I don't think this is gonna be the one. So I don't know. Gotta wait and see. Hopefully there's a guinea pig out there that's willing to cop this and let us know about it. And I think honestly, if it's a great figure, I think it'll be instant sellout. But I don't see a lot of people going in for this initially. Omar, where did you get these Batman images? Got them from X, bro. Come on, I always tell you, Darth, you gotta get on X, dude. Tyler L's in the house. He says, "Hey guys, what's up, Ty?" If you guys ever notice, I always change my voice for Tyler L. When he says, "What's up, Bancho?" he says, "Hey, Bancho." I just soften my voice. Obi-Wan, would collectors throw a fit if Marvel goes to McFarlane for 7-inch Legends? Oh, bro, you must not know the community. You know damn well they'll throw a fit, bro. There will be a full-on boycott. Oh man, oh dude, that would be madness, bro. That would be instant madness. I'm waiting to see it. Ops Prime, hi, just sub, yo Prime, thanks, bro. You must have seen my intro, that Transformers intro. I'm the 100 sub. Hey yo, what the fuck, bro? No, you're lying, dude. I was at 98. Who else subbed? Who the fuck else subbed? Oh, don't unsub, guys. That would be the fucking dick move, bro. Really? Can I screenshot it real quick? Don't unsub, guys. That would be such a dick move, man. Bro, Prime is the fucking 100 sub. Holy fuck, bro. Dude. Yo, guys, this is awesome. Oh yeah, I'm screen capping this. Sorry, guys. If you guys were really gonna unsub just to fuck with me, it's too late. I already got it. That's going on the socials. Yo, thanks, bro. That's awesome. Prime, thank you, man. Oh, thank you to everybody, man. Seriously, guys. Brand new channel. I mean, not brand new, but it is a channel that, like I said, I wanted to start. I always kind of, like I said last week, I kind of question why the hell I even do this. Like, seriously, when I talk to like my friends or family and stuff, they're always like, dude, you just get on there and just talk to yourself and stuff. They kind of get a kick out of it, because they don't understand this hobby. It's like I said, it's something to kind of, I like to put together for myself to, I don't know, just kind of analyze the stuff that I'm into, I guess, and yeah, kind of just talk to like-minded people. But thank you guys to everybody that sub, man. Thank you guys to everybody that watches. I really appreciate it, guys, man. I'm gonna continue to do this, guys. Like I said, I'm gonna continue to do this because I get a good time. I like fucking with everybody, like my man Ty. Hey guys, yeah, appreciate it, guys. Thank you, man. My man Johnny number 5, man. Sub to this guy's channel too, guys. I want this guy to continue to do his thing too. Because like I said, dude, I love this chat. This chat has some cool ass people in it. Like some people that I've never really interacted with, some people that I have in the past. And yeah, I think all you guys are awesome, man. I think all you guys deserve, your spotlight too, like for whatever you do. If you guys do photography, you guys just do a podcast, do stuff like that. I think that's awesome, man. I think like the stuff that social media allows us to do now, it could be a little bit too much. Like you definitely need to go touch grass a lot of the times, but it is a valuable tool for a lot of people to just do whatever they want, to just talk about stuff, kind of build a community themselves, So thank you guys, man. Appreciate it. And yeah, man, we're gonna keep going, guys. We're gonna fucking keep going, bro. We're not gonna stop. You're welcome. Ops Prime. Yo, Prime, thank you, bro. 100 live. Oh man, that'd be awesome, Johnny. I never got that numbers, but that'd be awesome. Congratulations on 100. Yo, Codenames, thank you, bro. I really appreciate it, man. Mochi in the house says, let's go. Boncho, congratulations. Hey, yo, Boncho, thank you, man. I really appreciate it, guys. For reals, man. This would be the other thing that I'd be fucking awesome for, man. McFarlane 7-inch Legends line. Yo, thank you guys, man. Appreciate it. Hell yeah. Gonna definitely save this episode, man. What was it, episode 23? I'll definitely watch this back, man. Omar, you're doing a great job. Thanks for being on tonight. Oh, man, thank you, bro. Like I said, man, I hope you guys are keeping cool in this fucking summer heat. It's blazing hot out here. Congrats on the 100 subs. I appreciate you talking about the hobby. Most of my family thinks I shouldn't collect toys at my age, but I love it. Oh, yeah, dude. Same, bro. Same, man. Like, all my family, everybody lets me do my own thing, but it's definitely something that, like, I know a lot of people kind of come across in their day-to-day. Maybe it's like your work or relationships or anything. People are always like, man, this motherfucker collects toys and stuff. It kind of comes up, but I don't know. I'm proud of this stuff. I like doing this, and I like doing this channel. I'm definitely proud to put this thing together and kind of just do it, and that people enjoy it. It's just a plus. It's just an awesome feeling, So thank you guys, man. Really, for reals, bro. Tyler L with the fucking 100s, bro. Thanks, man. Thank you guys, bro. Gotta keep this damn thing moving. Like I said, I wanted to keep this to a short episode. It's already an hour in. I ain't talked nothing cool yet. Now you're on Viper Island's radar. Oh, that's funny, bro. That's good, man. Omar out here buying subs. Congrats, man. Yeah, for real. It's KJ. I got it, bro. Just like tomorrow I'll have like 200. Nah, thank you guys, man. But yo, keep it moving, guys. Because like I said, I always kind of do this right before work, man. I got work tonight, man. So not gonna kill the excitement. I'm definitely gonna be hyped tomorrow and tell everybody I already told you, motherfuckers, I'm already at 100 subs. Haters. Congratulations, more. Here's to the 1K day, fool. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. That'd be awesome. Like I said, this feels good. Like I'm pretty sure people that reach 1,000, people that reach 10,000, people that reach 100,000, like it's definitely a good feeling all the way, man. But yo, 100, that's a cool milestone, man. I'm really proud of that. So thank you guys, man. But yo, back to the toys, guys. Back to the 89 Batman stuff, man. Because not only are we getting third-party figures, we're also getting official releases from multiple companies. I know Todd, I think he's gonna get to this, man. He's kind of going in a backwards motion where he put out the Dark Knight stuff, he put out the Batman stuff around the time of the movie, put out the Dark Knight trilogy stuff. He's going through the 90s cuts, going backwards. So I think next up we're gonna see '89 Batman. He has put out that ride. He did kind of have to put it out for the Flash. I think he kind of double dipped a little bit too early on that. I think he kind of pissed a lot of people off. But looks like Super 7 is also tackling this property, man. This version of Batman, where they're coming with an '89 Batmobile themselves. This is going to be part of their Cyborg line, so it's kind of a line that they kind of make these. A lot of times they kind of make like these like robots and stuff, and they kind of come apart. So they kind of come apart. You kind of take them off like a shell. Where I gotta say, man, I'm not completely mad at this, dude. It's about 13, 14 inches long. The sculpt on it looks pretty good, man. I think it looks. I didn't get that CAG set for the '89 Batmobile from Ace. I definitely have to because McFarlane definitely botched that, man. It was just a little bit too high. Where I think the designers they thought that the fucking damn tall figures that they make wasn't gonna fit in there. So I think they kind of made like the cabin just a little bit too tall, where it killed the design, the sleek factor to this Batmobile. Where it needs that. It just needs to look like a fucking flat surface, almost, that's the Batmobile. That's the design. So to kind of see Super 7 kind of be a little bit more true to that, I'm not mad at it, guys. Like seriously. The price would be another question because this thing is getting priced up at I believe $150. So I don't know, man. For a fan of Super 7, the only other thing I got a question outside of the price is the damn quality of the plastic. The quality of the plastic might feel a little bit cheap. I know it's hard to kind of tell as a collector. Be like, oh, you're a fucking plastic expert. It's like, what the fuck do you know? But yeah, I don't know. The stuff that I've seen some of the times with like the Ultimates, not only sometimes it's lacking in accessories and obviously articulation, it's just the quality of the paint and the plastic, guys. Like that's where Super 7 can't skimp out. If they want to be somebody like NECA, I feel like they're in that same kind of tier list, I guess, as far as toy companies. NECA's far superior than them though when it comes to like the actual quality that they put into the paint and stuff. So I think if Super 7 was smart, they definitely lean into just higher quality plastics, better paint. But like I said, the sculpt of this Batmobile ain't bad, dude. It's not bad. If I didn't have the McFarlane one and this was the only thing out on the market, I hate to say this shit, but I'd probably be going in for it. It's at $125. It's already sold out on their site, guys. So it is available on Amazon. I think I've seen it go up on Big Bad Toy Store. But yeah, I can see this thing selling very well. It's scheduled to come out next month, or yeah, October 14th. So might be seeing this thing pretty early. Yeah, I gotta wait and see. It's like I said, I already have this version of Batmobile, but if I didn't, it would probably be one that I probably I'm a plastic expert. Yeah, Johnny is actually low key he is because you're taking a look at some shit the other day. I was talking with him about it. Oh man, that was so funny, bro. That was so goddamn funny, man. But yeah, I don't know. Taking a look at this, I might see this thing. Maybe if it drops in price, I might be interested. I don't know. There's always people that they'll get. Like I said, not a lot of people are into the Todd stuff, so this might be the one to get. And like I said, I do like that you can kind of see the engine to it and all that stuff. I don't know if that's completely necessary to it. Obviously, you just want something that's in scale and stuff. I know the wheels on this shit roll, and like I said, just the shape of it, they hit it. So gotta wait and see how far they go into this whole '89 license and stuff, '89 Batman license. But I think they're off to a good start with the Batmobile. I'm not completely mad at it, man. Now it's time to kickstart an action figure, real figures. Oh god damn it! Code names. That's next year, bro. I hope it's the lighting, but the color shading front versus back looks off. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I always every time I'm looking at my computer, I'm like, dude, I get like the shittiest images sometimes. I'm like, man, is this shit fuzzy? Like, fuck, I fucked up. It doesn't look all fucked up when I initially put them up. But yeah, it could be just the image that I got a Ghost tab, but maybe it is the lighting too. Yeah, because it kind of has like a kind of a reflection on it a bit, and that's kind of what's kind of make me think about the quality on the plastic. Like, is it gonna be like that first Batmobile that Todd put out? Was all glossy and it's like, you fucking asshole. Then you put out the matte one that everybody wanted, the more accurate one. You fucking piece of shit, Todd. Dude, I had to rebox that shit, man. I was like, fuck. I should have returned it to Amazon. I was gonna do that, but I just ended up putting it in my closet upstairs. I'm gonna probably I have a bunch of stuff in my fucking closet that it's like, I gotta get rid of this shit, man. So probably gonna do like a toy donation this year because sometimes I do think about that. It's like, man, you know what? You don't have this stuff. You're not gonna sell this shit. Just give it away, dude. Fuck the fuck do you want to hold on to this crap for? So I don't know. Some kid might get a Batmobile this year. That'll be awesome for him. I'd be happy with that shit. Shit, I'd be happy with the free Batmobile now. Somewhat of the job and everything. Yo, the CAC says on pre-order at Toy Stalker for 22. Oh, I gotta jump on that, dude. Because yeah, that I saw Josh from before put his on a live stream, and yeah, it completely changes it for the better, man. So I definitely got to jump on that one, man. I rebox and return the Batmobile. I do regret it. First release sells high on eBay. Really? Is that a fact? No fucking way. Get the fuck out of here, Ghost Savage. You're bullshitting me. Glossy is better plastic. Dude. Oh man. I don't know. This Batmobile is all right, but mine is the Tumbler. Yeah, I like the Tumbler, man. That fucking thing sold out, dude. I'm a fucking idiot, bro. I didn't jump on the damn one with Lucius Fox. Sells out. Then I was like, all right, I got to get the camo one. I was like, wait, let me wait on it because I forgot what else I had coming in that month. So I was like, let me wait on it. Let me pump the brakes a bit. Fucking thing has sold out, hasn't came back in stock, man. I'm not buying it for like, I think it's like on there for $100, or I think it was 60 or 70 initially. So I gotta wait to see if that one comes back in stock because I guess that's the only one I'm gonna be able to get, man. But yeah, I definitely gotta get the Tumbler. I know Motto King is putting theirs out. I gotta see a review on that shit and how hard it is to put together, man. But keeping it with Super 7, moving on to their ultimate editions. We got a Lino action figure coming to Target as an exclusive, and yeah, kind of big news, I guess, in the crowd of Super 7. You know, people that collect this line. It's already kind of been getting put out there. They're starting to kind of lean into more of these like offerings. You know, I think I brought it up last week that I have seen like on Hasbro Pulse these like ultimate edition Power Rangers. They're kind of leaning in on like the retro packaging and just offering them up at a $35 price point. So definitely taking away some of the accessories that these have, where like I said, they were already kind of starting to do that. A lot more of the ultimate editions in later years were already kind of starting to lack a lot of accessories compared to their early releases, where I started to think some of the accessories they were putting in there were fucking useless. They were stupid as hell. If you look at the Ultimate Edition Lilo and Stitch figure, it comes with this big ass loaf of. It's just a hard piece of plastic. It's like, why the hell would anybody want to pack this in there? Like, it was stupid, you know. It's like where this is a little bit too much cutting corners, man. Like, I feel like this is just a bit too much. Where maybe another set of hands at $35, you do kind of keep it at a fair price. I think, like I said, man, the sculpt on their stuff initially looks good as a render, but you have to wait to see this in hand. But going to Target at $35, you see this on the pegs. You go to Target, you know, maybe they don't have the McFarlane toy that you were looking for. You go to the NECA section, you see this on there. I guarantee you people are gonna pick these up. You don't want to leave empty-handed, man. I know you guys have all seen that Denzel meme where he's like, I'm leaving with something. That's how people feel when they go to Target. That's how I feel when I go to Target and they got shit. I'm like, fuck, man, I just wasted my time coming in here. Let me look for something. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not saying that I would go down this line, but seeing this DX Deluxe offering from Super 7, I think it's smart on their end, man. I think it's smart to not just, you know, put everything as an ultimate edition when it's really not. You know, it's kind of goofy. And we're going to take a look at an offering from Hiya Toys and how they break down their offerings. They call them shits basic, but they're offering you way more, where these motherfuckers are calling shit deluxe and ultimate edition. And a lot of the times they're not. That's all marketing, you know. People really just want the damn toy. So at $35, I feel like this is fair. But like I said, the quality on plastic is always going to be a deal breaker for me with this company, man. That's above anything, above price, just the quality of stuff. Is it going to be loose? Is it going to be all fucked up? Or are you going to get a quality piece because like I said, $35 is cheaper than $55, but it's still higher than a Marvel Legend. It's still higher than a Todd a lot of the times. So I don't know. I do want a Lino figure, though. I don't know if I'm going to wait for Mattel to see what they do, but I do want one. If I see this at Target, maybe I bite, guys. I'm not going to lie. Maybe I'm a weak man that day, man. The weakness of man will show, you know. You buy Super 7 shit. So got to wait and see. But like I said, it's cool offering at a deluxe price, man. It's smarter than Ultimate Editions. Because then from there, we move on to Monkey-On. So another fucking Thundercats release. Also, a good sculpt on them. From what I've seen, people are really stoked on it, man. Like, they're kind of people that are in on this line. I think it's smart that they also are putting these out for people that might have gotten that Cat Slayer and are now starting to say, oh, fuck, it's going to it's gonna be a tall task to kind of go down these ultimate editions where you save a little money to the people, because some of these characters you really don't need all the shit, man. Like we were looking at the Silverhawks offerings that they had last week. That fucking, I don't even know what the Windhammer dude. I thought it was one of the Silverhawks guys. I got it completely wrong. It had some of the dumbest accessories. It just had like 8 of the same hands, basically one like purple fork, and that was it. That's an ultimate edition where it's like, seriously, dude, man, this is garbage. Like, seriously, there's not one cool accessory packed into that, where it's like that could have just been a $35 figure, and they put it under this brand, this label, Deluxe, where it's smart on the company. They don't have to overly produce something that's going to get pre-ordered very low, because it's a niche character, deeper down the line, where it's smart of them to kind of do this. So I feel like this is above fucking Brian Flynn's intelligence. So I definitely see this is something that the investors are starting to do. That guy is no longer CEO of his own company. He's taking the orders. So I'm pretty sure decisions were made, and this is one of the things that was agreed upon, I guess, when they took in that investment. So gotta wait to see how happy people are with these in hand. But my man Will says trash. I don't know. I'll wait. Monkeon. What the fuck did I say? Monkeon. The purple fork goes crazy though. Yeah, that fucking purple fork, man. Seriously, dude. What up? Oh, man, what a cheap ass accessory. So I don't know, man. And it's kind of crazy to see how many goddamn Thundercats toys there are, and none of them are the quintessential version. People are like really, I don't know, they must be starved for it, because we saw the Mondo offering that they're doing. That shit looks great, but that's a 1/6 offering, where Super 7 has their grip on this shit, man. I'm gonna wait to see what Mattel offers, guys. I don't know if it's gonna be more of their retro 5.5 line, if they kind of do a version of that to kind of blend in with the multi stuff, or if they're more stylized. But I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna just wait to see them roll out with this stuff. But if nothing comes of it, then I might have to go down the Super 7 route, at least for a Lino, man. Because from there, also at Target, we're gonna get these Godzilla 89 Super Kaiju figures, where I think these were priced up a little bit more, or I think they were around $40. Like I said, it's interesting looking fucking piece. It's not. I think these are also 35. There's, like I said, it's hard to kind of really break down a Super 7 offering, because you don't really know what the fuck they're doing. This isn't the ultimate Godzilla. This is a all new sculpted figure. It doesn't have like the articulation, that ugly articulation on the waist that they did for some damn reason. It looks like it has ugly neck articulation too. Like it has a nasty cut right there. I think that's gonna be like a swivel or something. So it's gonna look very ugly when he turns his head. At 5 inches tall, it's pretty small, but at $35, that stupid little piece of a building looks so trash. That looks like something that a beginner 3D printer guy would print out, like just somebody trying out their new 3D printer. I think they can make something better than that. But yeah, this might be another thing that if people go to Target, they don't want to leave empty-handed. They might just pick up this Godzilla because it's there, So at 5 inches tall, $35. It's not a crazy offering, but it's not overly priced either. Where I think some of their $55 Ultimate shit it didn't look too much better than this. And honestly, at $55, $60, they were pretty crazy for that. So next up, we got a Mecha Godzilla, and like I said, the little 3D printed building piece. They honestly could have done away with that, and really kind of kept the price low on this, or maybe just pack in more detail to this, pack in more paint. I don't know, or maybe just make sure that the quality on the plastic, like I said, is up to standards, man. Because I always used to hear that they would always blame that on the factory. Oh, it's the factory. It's like, nah, dude, this is decisions you guys make. You guys get the test samples, So gotta wait to see these roll out, man. They're not bad looking Godzilla figures from the renders that I see right here, but it's hard to really tell with this company what it's going to look like in the final product, So I'm going to wait to see some of these go in stock, just to see how happy collectors are with them. But just as an offering, it's better than the fucking Ultimate. That's all I can say. I don't know if that's a good compliment or bad. Super 7 can go fork themselves. Oh man, Silverhawk's character name is Windhammer. Vendaval in the Spanish version. Fucking Windhammer. That was like he looked like one of the little troll toys, a little troll man instead, just like older. Just look older and stuff, look like ass. So I don't know. Gotta wait to see these Godzillas come out. But showing you a really good offering though. From there though, oh, this is the fucking packaging to this shit. I do like the fucking graphic design at Super 7 though, man. They do offer kind of cool packaging, like I said, man. For the people that are just inbox collectors, I guess that's one of the things they always kind of take serious. But from there, though, move on to a real Godzilla figure. Move on to this Hiya Toys Exquisite Basic Series GMK Godzilla, man. So from the Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah movie, we got this Godzilla, and this is where Toho was finally like, nah, motherfuckers, that shit you guys did in '98 with that Broderick motherfucker, that wasn't Godzilla. That was like some fucking T-Rex in New York City, man. So I remember after that, like around the same time, I think Godzilla 2000 came out in 2000, and then I remember this joint came out like shortly after. I think this was like 2001, where it finally got back to the roots of the fucking character, man. Like this is what I think of when I think of Godzilla, like just the shape and just like the ferocity to this motherfucker. Where this one right here, every time I hear people say, "Oh, the GMK," it's got like this unique design to them, and they all look different. Every Godzilla looks different, but this one just looks so much more ferocious. I don't know. It's something about it. It's just it's something I guess about the eyes on him. And then his huge fucking like talons or his claws on his feet. He's got like these proportions on his feet that are just like super large, but the Godzilla itself just looks so fucking good, man. Like I think the stuff that Hiya Toys is offering right here with this Exquisite Basic series is just it looks fucking great, man. Like seriously, I'm excited to get into some of these where, like I said, when we got to see some of these at SDCC, the stuff that they were doing with the legendary pictures, the Godzilla Kong stuff, wasn't really catching my attention because I don't like the design of that Godzilla in those movies. I feel like his head is too small for his body. But where you look at this just looks so much more gnarlier. It looks way more funner. And at $51, 51, $52, compared to a SH Monstars, compared to that fucking deluxe Godzilla Kaiju thing from Super 7 that was at 35, you give me more articulation at a taller scale. This is at 7-inch, where that Super 7 was at 5. Packed in with a shit ton of articulation. This looks like a great fucking line, guys. Like seriously, man. Don't sleep on this Hiya Toys Godzilla stuff, this Exquisite Basic Series stuff, because it looks like they're gonna put out some iconic Godzillas, man. I'm glad that they're kind of pivoting away from that legendary stuff because I guess the movie's already kind of done for now. At least they put out that sequel. They put out a good amount of Godzillas, good amount of King Kongs. Get into these more iconic looks, man. So I'm definitely in for this. I definitely want to pre-order this on BBTS. I think I have it locked up, but if I see it anywhere else that'll get it sooner, that's where I'm gonna go, man. Because like I said, at $50, that's how you get into a Godzilla line, man. Where I always admire those SH Monsters for what they were. They look like they're sculpted out really well. I've always heard like complaints about them though, about fucking shit falling apart, feeling cheap. Obviously, the price on them was just a big turnoff where they were like $125, $130. Not something I wanted to go down, especially if I'm not like I want to call myself not a fan of Godzilla, but I'm not really like the hugest fan of it. Where I definitely want a good Godzilla line. I want good Godzilla toys, but at $50, man, like that's sign me up. That's what I've been waiting for, you know. And they kill it with the damn photography too of this. This looks awesome. Like it just looks like so much fun. Where man, I hope Bandai or somebody makes more of these little building like pieces and stuff. I know Bandai used to do that. They used to kind of put out like their little accessory packs and stuff. They were just like these tiny buildings and stuff. I remember always watching Toy Shelf, and he always would talk about them shits, man. Where he does this like little kaiju reviews and stuff. It just looks so awesome, you know, to kind of get a little display going and just kind of, you know, put little cards, little micro machines and stuff out there and stuff just for this motherfucker to chomp on. Because look at this shit. This shit just looks awesome, man. It looks like it moves really well. It's a good articulated looking tail. You know, where I don't know, maybe one day some company offers maybe like a wired tail and stuff, so it doesn't have to be cut up so much. But I think they hide all the articulation well, man. And like I said, when we looked at the sculpt on this at SDCC, I was kind of worried about it because it looked like it was a little bit too gappy and stuff. Where right here, it doesn't look like it, man. It looks like they really kind of cleaned it up. So excited to kind of see these come in stock because I feel like this is the Godzilla line that I'm gonna collect, man. What are your guys' thoughts on it, man? Did you guys check this out? Because yeah, like my man Codename say, high for the Godwin. Yeah, exactly, bro. They're coming in hot with their stuff, man. I think they're knocking it out of the park from what we've seen. Just gotta wait to see them in hand to know the quality on them because, like I said, I saw the reviews on the SH Monster Arch. That's the stuff people always kind of were turned off from. It's just the price that you're paying versus the quality of stuff. It wasn't really kind of matching. Where at $50, I wouldn't be mad if this feels. I don't know. I don't want to say cheap, but you know, maybe if they have to cut corners at $50, I wouldn't be as mad as opposed to paying 125 and up. Hiya Toys is doing a better job on the Godzilla line, cheaper than Monster Arts and good looking enough. Yeah, exactly. I think they look great. I mean, maybe you kind of a more refined Godzilla fan would kind of point out kind of gripes and stuff, but I think they look awesome. All I want is decent price Mecha Godzilla. The only reason I bought the Super 7 version was that Bandai kept selling is the Soul of Chogokin. Yeah, that Soul of Chogokin, man. I've always seen that shit. It's like $300 almost, I think, or like 275 or some shit like that. It looks awesome, but that shit is like 9-inch scale or something. Where these guys are gonna make a Mecha Godzilla because they also had that sculpt at SDCC. So looks like it's gonna be the Godzilla line, guys. It's like seriously, man, the one to collect. So be on the lookout for this. And even if you're just on the fence at $50, it's not really that huge of a risk to kind of go in on, man. Like seriously, at $50, I think a lot of people are going to pre-order this. And then from there, move on to another Hiya Toys offering. This is the Exquisite Super Series. So this is their 6-inch line that they're doing, where coming in with some Star Trek, man, where I don't know too much about Star Trek. And there's just so many different kind of, I guess, timelines, I guess I want to say. So here we have Chekhov. Looks like a Russian dude from the fucking the franchise, where like I said, there's so many goddamn versions of Star Trek. It's crazy that these guys are offering not only a 6-inch line, but they're also doing their Exquisite Basic series at a more 3.75-inch, 4-inch line. So it looks like they're tackling the same property. I want to say these are from the same universe, same timeline as Star Trek. We have Captain Pike. So at 4 inches tall, it's not a bad looking figure, man. I always kind of am impressed by like just the detail that they pack into the smaller releases. Where obviously their Exquisite Super Series, it gets the soft goods treatment. It's obviously at 6.2 inches. A few more accessories, not too much more though. So kind of a little bit of something for everybody, man. Where I don't know, I guess people were starved for Star Trek toys. I don't think there was a lot out there. I know a lot of people collect that old Playmate stuff. That stuff looks pretty cool just for toy factor alone. But I think people always wanted good articulated figures, and it looks like Hiya was the ones that kind of picked up that license. And I feel like they're doing, like I said, something for everybody. I'm not a huge Star Trek fan. I've never really gone down and watched too much of it. I'm always impressed by how many like fans there are of it, though. That are hardcores of it, honestly. That they just like sci-fi. They like stuff like that, and they always kind of talk about Star Trek in high regard. But since there's different timelines, I guess there's better versions and stuff like that. But for the most part, I've always kind of seen 1/6 collectors get the better treatment as far as Star Trek toys. So Hiya coming in with 2 other scales. It's smart of them to do it, man. It's definitely smart of them to kind of put them out there. So definitely be on the lookout for that if you guys are interested. And yeah, it just looks like Hiya is also a company that's they're one to take note of, man. They're doing some cool shit over there, dude. For reals. I'm always excited to kind of see them at cons and stuff, to see just what they're gonna offer and what they're coming with. Because not only are they doing Star Trek, they're doing that Judge Dredd line. Those figures look pretty awesome. Multiple scales though, like 2 versions of scales, and their GI Joe 3.75-inch line. Looks like it's a banger of a line. Looks like it sells out, man. So be on the lookout for this stuff. I'm mad late, but man, fuck Super 7. NYC, you were in the fucking, when I was saying what's up to everybody, bro, you were there. But yo, what's up, NYC? But from there, also at Wonderfest, looks like, speaking of the GI Joe, looks like they're gonna have an exclusive at Shanghai. So we're gonna get this 3.75-inch Hiya Toys Exquisite miniseries Destro. Profit director, so the Pimp Daddy Destro. If you're at Shanghai, it looks like this is going to be one of the exclusives there. So definitely be on the lookout, man. Like I said, this GI Joe line looks pretty impressive. It looks like they pack in a lot of detail for just such a small scale. And I'm always kind of it's just kind of cool to kind of see that. Like, oh, it's going back to the roots of the line. It's a smaller scale, and it's just giving you a modern take. Where I don't know, maybe that's just the natural transition of stuff like this. It's just, I think a lot of people are hyped on the Classified series at 6-inch, but for a line like this that has so many vehicles and so many different characters that are army builders, it's definitely maybe the smarter line to collect is a 3.75-inch scale. So cool to see them get exclusives in there. So if you're at Wonderfest going on next month, be on the lookout for this, man. And then from there, also at Wonderfest, looks like Snail Shell is also going to have an exclusive. So a lot of people love this Aileen figure. I wonder why. She looks pretty awesome. It's ever on my desk and stuff. It looks pretty cool, little bunny girl and stuff. So yeah, if you guys are fucking at Wonderfest, man, be on the lookout for these exclusives. I'm pretty sure this one's gonna be an instant sellout, like they had previously done with the Boba girl. So yeah, I think this one's gonna be a hot one because honestly, for my money, I would have liked this costume or this outfit better than the other bunny girl. The other one looks great. I do like the white, but man, something about the black suit bunny just a little bit more classy. Emphasis on the assy. So yeah, this is gonna be a hot one, man. I think this one might be going for like $200 online. I'm pretty sure people are gonna be stupid enough to pay that. That snail shell, yeah, exactly. That Pim Daddy, that's 3.75 inch scale, 1/18th Darth. Closer to 4 inch though, so still 1/18th. I'm liking the Hiya, but where's the 112 Robocop figure? It's been a minute for reals, man. That's what I said about the other stuff. It's like you want to see the stuff in hand, you know. But yo, looks like they're rolling out with the Rambo stuff, the Judge Dredd's coming out. So yeah, be on the lookout for their stuff, man. And then going back to the Wonderfest exclusives. So yeah, be on the lookout for this Aileen if you're out there. And yeah, man, like I'm pretty sure people are gonna be hot for this one. I can't imagine why. I can only think of two big reasons to get Aileen: the heart hand pose and articulation. Come on, Ghost Tab. Come on, bro. You're not even making yourself laugh with this shit. Ghost Tab's so dumb, bro. You be coming in with the fast comments too, Ghost Tab. That's a good one, bro. God damn it. But from there, we move on to another little waifu going up on 5K Toys. This is from Keep Going. So talked about some of their figures previously, man, where it was like this white ghost, and then we had like this red demon. Where now we kind of get more offerings from them. They did kind of put out this silhouette image. I wasn't able to kind of save it. Forgot where I saved it to, but I wasn't able to kind of get it onto the show. But one of the silhouetted images was of this Sanada Yukimaru figure. So homegirl right here in the red looks pretty cool. It's got like this waifu samurai aesthetic to her going to her. It looks cool, man. And from what I've heard, that Keep Going stuff is pretty hot, man. I have seen my man Liquid Below Zero post that White Ghost, and it looks great. Like honestly, like I said, I think I talked about it last week. I had to take all that damn shit back. I said I called that shit a wannabe Storm Collectibles. It looks far superior over Storm Collectibles, more properly in scale, soft goods figure, highly articulated and packing a shit ton of accessories at $50. Also, it's not crazy expensive, man. Where I don't know, now seeing that they're continuing to offer different characters, it might be a stupid non-pre-order if I don't get that, man. I might be kicking myself down the line because they continue to offer more stuff. Like I said, it's just continuing to grow a line. When we talked about that red demon, I just thought it was a bit too niche and a bit too just random. I was just like, it just looks like a cool red ninja demon, but I don't really know anything about it outside of, you know, what other characters will go with it. So to see Keep Going is gonna keep going. Sorry, man. That's a Ghost Tab joke. That's a Ghost Tab joke. Keep Going is gonna keep going. I don't know. It's more enticing now because this figure looks pretty cool, man. She just has some great expressions to her. Like I said, it's got like obviously the cool factor, the fucking samurai stuff, the samurai aesthetic that she's got. It's got this dope ass gun too. It's fucking old school pistols. I like it, man. I like how it looks. And if the ghost was $50, I can't imagine the homegirl right here is too much more expensive. I think it is up already on 5K Toys. Should probably go over there and take a look at what the price on this motherfucker is. $49 also. So yeah, it looks like they're a company to kind of be putting on your radar, man. Because at $50 for stuff that a lot of the times, like I said, you don't have any attachment to. It's just something completely new. It's hard to get into because it's like, man, you don't want to buy duds. You don't want to buy stupid stuff that's not going to continue, you know. So once you start to see stuff like this and staying at that same price, that's when it's time to jump in, guys. That's when it's time to jump in, man. So yeah, shout out to my man Liquid. He's always dude. Liquid Below Zero buys some cool ass shit, and he just buys like just. It's not the same run of the mill Marvel Legends stuff. He's always kind of dipping into different kind of lines, man. So I'm always kind of looking on this guy's social media to see what his thoughts are and just the in-hand images, honestly. Yeah, I can't wait for the upcoming ones from SS. Yeah, so yeah, for sure. I know Liquid's gonna be hot on this one, man. Speaking of RoboCop, I want 112 RoboCop 2014. Man, Darth Mayfix might get to that one, bro. Is she 112, the one in red? Yeah, she's 112 scale, man. So like I said, along with this one, there is also like these two other characters, Darth. And yeah, they have just this different kind of look, I guess. It's just a little bit of anime. Like I said, when I first seen that red demon, I didn't really think of anime. I just thought it was just like a random red ninja. Honestly, I didn't really know like what it was a part of or what it could kind of fit into. But now kind of seeing it kind of goes into this like kind of almost anime world and stuff. I like it a lot better now. I wish it was 112. Thank you. Same best I could get was a play arts. It wasn't 112. Yeah, you guys talking about the damn RoboCop. Fucking RoboCop fans. Who doesn't love RoboCop though? That's just a good one. I gotta get that Mayfix, honestly. I want a good RoboCop figure. I used to have that fucking NECA toys and shit. But from there, moving on to staying on this little waifu train, moving on to Fog Toys. We got this I forget the name of this chick, man, but it looks like they're putting out a different version of her where before she had more of a like of a yellow jumpsuit, like at least yellow pants and a little crop top that she had, a little white crop top. Now we get an all new outfit for her and a different looking. I don't know what the fuck this is. A little scooter thing. Looks like it's more translucent now. So from the looks of it, looks like this is going to be an exclusive version from Fog Toys. I don't know exactly where it's going to go up for pre-order or anything, or if this is going to be at Wonder Festival. Also, this is an image I just got literally right before the show from X. And I think, like I said, when we talked about that first release, man, the head sculpt on this looks really good, man. Where I could see people just making it their April figure for a Team NT display, you know. I think that's what I'm gonna do with that first one. I just kind of wish they would offer it without the damn scooter. You know, I don't as cool as the scooter looks. I kind of just want the chick for that reason. I kind of just want to make her like an April, you know, maybe to like my Mesco TMNT set. I don't know if Mesco is gonna make a fucking April. It's like they never put out female figures. They hardly ever. When was the last female figure that they did? The Ghost Spider, right? The one that's gonna come out. But after that, I haven't really seen them put out too many. So I don't know if they ever get around to making April. Hopefully they do, but if not, I feel like something like this, as just as a little kit bash custom, you know, I think it'll work. Because the head sculpt on this figure looks great, man. She just looks awesome. Give me the bike, shot to get lost. Rojo's in for the bike. See, there you go. That's cool to kind of see that, you know, because yeah, the bike looks cool. Like it looks like I said when we talked about that first release. It's just something different. It looks like kind of inspired by different things, but I like that. I like the same thing kind of applies to that keep going stuff. It's just something different. It doesn't have to always be like homage stuff or just stuff that's ripped off. It's like, oh, I'm gonna make a fucking third party Star Wars figure. Okay, like all right, cool, yeah, you know, it's still cool. It's so cool to see, but stuff like this is always kind of cool to kind of just see that yo, imagination's still out there, guys. You know, you can come up with stuff, get inspired by stuff, but come up with different things. You know, just you know, this bike, does it look functional? Does it look like something that would kind of come out in the future? You know, the not so distant future, maybe. I don't know, but it's just kind of cool to see people think of stuff. You know, think stuff up. You know that I don't know people might utilize. It doesn't look like a fucking rich person, but it looks like a futuristic thing that we don't have now today's world. So I kid, my man Rojo. He said, "Shorty get lost." That was funny, dude. Shout out to Rojo. And Rojo, you missed the Godzilla, man. Rojo's a big Godzilla fan, dude. I first talked to this guy. He was showing me his Godzilla collection that he had. I was like, "Holy shit!" I had no idea, bro. That there's like people that were like that will watch my shit. I was like, "Damn, that's tight, bro." So yeah, let me know what you think of that GMK Godzilla from Hiya Toys. Because like I said, you were the one that pointed out at SCCC about the sculpt looking pretty great. Right? I think it looks good, man. So I'm wonder if Rojo is gonna go down that line, being a huge Godzilla fan. The bike looks a lot like the Reconquista bike at the end, minus the color and the wheels. Oh yeah, I think you mentioned that Gundam Reconquista joint. She looks tight, but how is her torso articulation? Oh, Darth, man. I think it's got a little bit of torso right underneath the breast assist, like just like a small diaphragm cut. Hopefully there's enough space in the back to kind of allow that, since she does have like that little top and then that jacket to kind of cover it up to kind of allow more movement forward. But I can't imagine you're able to crunch her up into a ball though. Hey yo, but still looks great. Still looks great. So be on the lookout for this one if you're interested. And it looks like they're gonna offer a different version. For some reason though, I think this is gonna be an exclusive figure though. These type of figures remind me of LCM, that type of genre. Yeah, it's definitely like inspired by other stuff, but like I said, it's not some fucking ripoff, you know. It's not just some third party version of fucking 89 Joker, you know, just in the cheapest form possible, man. But yo, another little waifu coming from Loose Collector. This Coffin Comics Roja figure. So we got Roja. My man LP's probably not in the chat, but he probably would have called this Roja. But yeah, another one, man. We kind of go with La Muerta, and dude, she looks fucking cool too. Where, like I said about La Muerta figure, I wasn't familiar with her comic. Still not. I still haven't really gone down and picked up or read up on any of it, man. I think the figure looks great though. I think a lot of people are getting it in hand. They're loving it, man. I've been seeing that thing get a lot of people take pictures of it. It looks pretty great. So to kind of get another one that kind of goes in line with that also, where he kind of is getting to reuse a little bit of the sculpt on this, just kind of repaint it. It's good. It's smart, man. You know, I think the head sculpt's changed up a bit. Obviously, the paint jobs switched up around and stuff, but it's still a smart repaint where I had no idea that this character even existed, but to see that he's able to kind of pull it off just to kind of go with the figure that's already out, it's very smart, you know. So be on the lookout for this, man. The one thing always that people always kind of point out with the loose collector stuff is, like I said about the Marvel Legends 2-pack, people break down prices, man. So that's the one thing that always kind of gives people a pause when it comes to this guy's stuff. But outside of that, I think he is putting out quality product. I wish he would put out these damn gold bricks though, man. Like, this gold bricks come with this set because that would be pretty awesome. I don't think it does, but it would be kind of cool to see that. And then shout out to my man Johnny Number Cinco, man. I know he's printing out like 3D printed chairs and stuff. You probably get something like this similar to that, man. So you kind of recreate some kind of shot like this because she looks pretty badass, you know. And then just kind of seeing figures of it, I definitely do got to go down and pick up maybe some of the comics from these Coffin comic stuff because the character designs look great. It's definitely something that I'd be probably into. So just, you know, from there, I kind of gotta definitely go to the comic shop and see if I could pick some of his old back issues up and stuff, or maybe just online or something if I can find it. But yeah, be on the lookout for this one. I think it's already gone up on his site. It should probably be priced up around the $70 price point. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure though. Is this an exclusive? I would imagine this would have been a big bad toy store exclusive. You know, to kind of keep the whole red shit going. So yeah, let me know if you guys are in for it. If you guys picked up La Muerta figure, La Muerta, like fucking Laser Pan said, yeah, the Hiya got me. I mostly collect show up model kits, but I'm getting the GMK. Oh, right on, Rojo. Yeah, this dude's collection of that stuff is awesome, bro. Like seriously, man, I was really impressed when you were showing me that stuff. I was like, oh fuck, this dude's got a shit ton. The female figures have improved. Yeah, like I said, the sculpt that he's offering on these look great, man. I think the one thing, obviously, that honestly, and this is where, like I said, where people kind of let shit dictate them, but sometimes they make exceptions. This chick is fucking tall, bro. This guy's stuff is not exactly a Hasbro scale. Nobody cares. It's still a good toy. It's still a good looking action figure. So it's not, you can't always let that dictate. You're like, oh, does it fit with my Marvel Legends? It's like, dude, it's still a good looking action figure. You don't need to let that dictate your collecting the habits, you know? If they redo Red Sonja, I'd get one. Are you still in for that Red Sonja, Ty? Stop bullshitting. I'm not into juggalos. I'll pass on the row. The juggalos, that's funny. She's on his website. Early bird price $50. Oh, right on, man. 50 books. I don't know if I have that many books. Why am I saying it books and not bucks? Books. I was trying to say bucks, but you spell books. So I was like, books? Bro, when you read comments, it's like, fuck, you gotta read carefully, bro, because I sound like a complete fucking moron. So for $50, not bad. Early bird price. Shit. I have to jump on that one because I think La Muerta, I think she's gonna end up selling out. I've seen a lot of people picking that one up. So it'd be smart to kind of lock this one up, man. Maybe as a stand-in if you don't get the other one. But cool packaging artwork too, man. Like shit, give me those outfits. The one right here on the right. Holy shit, bro. Let me get that one. Hey, yo. If you get reuse out of it, he'll fucking do it. So be on the lookout for this, guys. And then also a little teaser for more of his Burning Hammer, I guess, roster that's coming out. We got Johnny Cloud coming from, I think this is Netherlands kickboxer. Then we got Strong Kakov. I think this is Serbia. So he's got pro wrestling. Jack Morris, Kenpo Karate, coming from the U.S. And then this one right here, guys. Boxing, Toa the Hawk Tua, coming from, I think this is Samoa. I don't even know. American Samoa? Let me know, guys, where the hell that flag is from on the bottom. But Toa the Hawk Tua, bro, this guy is killing it with these damn names. That's funny, man. Excited to see more of this line. Like I said last week, or when we talked about that Drunken Master, that Montez Lee figure. This is cool. You're definitely gonna get inspiration from other stuff, maybe other properties. Obviously, real world memes that are kind of going on at the time. Pretty genius. Like, who wouldn't want to pick up that Hawk Tua figure? Like, that's gonna be pretty awesome, you know. And then yeah, to kind of get to see just different characters from these like different fighting backgrounds. Obviously, he's got to have different kind of articulation packed into it, man. You know. So it's very kind of hard line to kind of put together, honestly, man. Because sometimes you make a good wrestling figure, it's maybe not a good kung fu figure. Sometimes you make a good this, it's not a good that. So it's a very hard line to kind of put together, man. But hey, if he's deciding to kind of tackle it, probably some reuse, but definitely going to be a lot of original sculpt going on at $35. I think that's what he was pricing these at. It's going to be his cheapest line, or like $50 around there. I'm excited to see more of these, man. Not only are the names cool, but the designs so far that we've seen so far, pretty impressive, man. And like I said, this is a guy that definitely leaned into that Hasbro scale. So that's definitely going to get a lot of people in just for that alone, you know? So it's always smart, you know, to definitely offer that because like I said, the majority of people they let that dictate their collecting habits, man, you know? Where it can be mad at the companies that do that, man. I am Sofa King. We Todd Ed. Be weird. Yeah, you making me read that bullshit. Box art is dope. Yeah, hell yeah, man. I think the box art is fucking cool. I like boxes. Oh man, Johnny. Damn. Did you pick up the first La Muerta figure? Executive Replicas is still selling them. Oh, okay. No, I did it, man. But I definitely got to get on it. Like I said, I'm a cheap fuck. $75, $70, bro. That's why I always gotta be like, man, you know what? Do I know anything about this character? No. Do I want it? Yeah, fuck it. Gift it to me. I'll take it, you know. But sometimes I'm like, man, I always have to kind of pump the brakes where it's like, man, am I gonna go down this shit? Sometimes I buy stuff just to kind of test to see what's up with it. Is it, you know, interested to kind of see it. The one I do want, I think it's what's the name of this chick? Is it Frost? No, it's not Frost. It's that one that looks like Emma Frost. That's the one I want, bro. That's the one I want because I want to kit bash the Emma Frost head sculpt on there. Like I know a lot of people have done that already. It looks that sculpt on that, bro. Like, yo, that one looks great. That's the one I want to go down and get. But yeah, I wouldn't be mad. I definitely had that a lot more time on my radar. I don't know why. I really found the need to kind of go in for the pre-order, but I maybe I do because it does look cool, you know. So be on the lookout for more of his stuff. Bruce Leroy figure looks great to me. Yeah, the fucking the Montez Lee joint. Yeah, exactly. I'm excited to see more of his shit, man. But from there, moving on to another company making fighting action figures, we got Storm Collectibles, man. Where this is like their bread and butter, guys. They make these fighting character, video game characters continue to kind of go down. It's kind of crazy that they always kind of jumped around so much. They didn't really fucking just lean in on one game. So that always kind of pissed people off because it was just so slow of a rollout. Where now they don't even have the Mortal Kombat license and they never made a Sonya Blade. They didn't make a shit ton of characters, guys. Where it's like you dumb fucks, like you made how many goddamn Scorpions, how many fucking Sub-Zeros? Where now it looks like they're gonna lean in more on the stuff that they're kind of getting to hold on to. So this King of Fighters 98 Joe Higashi figure is getting teased out. It's the only image out so far. So looks like it's gonna be a slow rollout, like they always are. They always kind of put out one image a damn week. It's like, come on, guys, you ain't Todd. Todd does it throughout the week. These guys do it throughout the month. So another cool one. It looks pretty dope. Like I said, I'm always impressed by the articulation and stuff that Storm Collectibles packs in. The sculpt and the paint always look on point. And if you guys are familiar with Storm, they feel different. They feel more like of a rubbery action figure. So it's not something that people are accustomed to. And then this is another one. This is another line that people stay away from because of the scale, because of the size. It just doesn't fit with like their Figuarts, doesn't fit with their Mayfix or any other stuff, you know. So it's always something that's just kind of people just kind of pass off, you know, unless it's a banger like that damn Baki, where it's just like, yeah, that's okay. That's probably going to be the best Baki figure we get in a very long time coming from these guys. You know, they lock up that license. So it's cool to see that they're continuing to kind of put out stuff from different video game properties and stuff. Like I said, a cool Storm Collectibles line would be like sick. I follow this one guy called Storm Collector. I think he put out a post that he didn't want to collect Storm Collectibles anymore, though. Where I thought was crazy. I was like, bro, that's your thing, dude. But he's kind of starting to pick up these other licenses like Access Ray and like the Mithril stuff, the Orcs and stuff. It looks like he's kind of really impressed by that stuff. So it just looks like Storm Collectibles is a little bit kind of slow to kind of keep that guy's attention, you know, or just collecting, you know. It's just, I don't know. After a while, like I said, you get fucking 3 Scorpions and 3 Ryus and you don't really get nothing else. It kind of just becomes like, I'm just gonna be waiting for the next pre-order, and it's probably gonna be something I'm excited for. So not mad at people kind of jumping off, but I always kind of feel for Storm Collectibles because it doesn't look like they get the excitement that other companies might get. You know, the first Storm Collectibles Street Fighter figure I saw was at True. Mind blown. Oh shit. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. These guys have been doing it for a while, and then like like I said, they don't really get any excitement, like get past their way. Whenever I used to see the Mortal Kombat stuff go up, like the Storm Collectible stuff, it would just be like people wouldn't give a fuck about it. But had it been like a Mayfex Mortal Kombat license or like a SH Figuarts Mortal Kombat, those would be instant pre-orders. Where if Jada Toys makes Mortal Kombat, that line is gonna sell out. That line is gonna sell, maybe not sell out because they are producing a good amount, but it's gonna be just as good as the Street Fighter stuff, you know. So it just sometimes, like I said, it's just the size of the characters, the scale. it just turns people off, man. So that's why I always kind of see the McFarlane still get passed up on, even though it's DC. It's fucking popular as hell. Just not for people, man. Not for a true 6-inch collector. Toys R Us. Yeah, thanks, Ghost. From there, though, move on to the Street Fighter 6 jury figure coming from Rebel Tech. So this went up right before the show. Little preview image to their pre-order coming up probably this week, or maybe next week. I think they are kind of also slow to roll stuff out. So another popular character in more later releases of Street Fighter, man. I see this chick more and more all the time over the years now. Where before it used to be just Cammy, Chun-Li, obviously, but man, when they introduce these new characters and man, people just love it, fall in love with the design. Obviously, in the video game, they're probably a good fighter. Obviously, they got to be good. If they're not, I don't think people would be too hyped on them. But this looks good. Where the issues I had with the Chun-Li, it looks like right here in this little preview image, these guys are smart to hide some of that stuff. Like they got the arm fully extended, so you don't see that ball fucking sticking out of her bent elbow. And then they got the other arm kind of bent in a direction where you're not going to see that ball sticking out, so the ball joints at the elbows are not showing right here, but they're there. Also on the shoulder, they kind of have it kind of hidden very well. So gotta wait to see this roll out, but it is another jury figure where, speaking of Storm Collectibles, that one that they put out was a hot seller. I think that one did sell out at most places. Like I said, the popularity of the character sometimes pushes the shit over, where when they put out that Morgan, that Storm Collectibles Morgan, when that comes in stock, that thing is going to sell out, guys. That shit's going to sell out. I think people are going to overlook the size. I think people are going to want it to be bigger, honestly. So yeah, some of the times it's just the popularity of a character where like Storm Collectibles, I see this one selling out too. So be on the lookout for this one. And yeah, this might honestly probably be the better, superior jury figure. So I don't think anybody else is making the Street Fighter 6 stuff, right? That I've heard of. I don't think Storm Collectibles, outside of Storm Collectibles, I know they're doing it, but I don't think anybody else in the 6-inch scale is doing it. So this might be a hot pre-order, guys. Be on the lookout for this. Probably gonna have an exclusive piece to their website. It's like every other goddamn Storm release has had. That pisses me off, but I don't know. Mike Tyson and Lobo by Storm Collectibles were cool. Oh yeah, that Mike Tyson, man. I just saw a fucking Toy Gains video on that. That's one that I never got. I always fucking look at it. Shit just looks so awesome. Should try to go and find that shit one day. I thought Rebel Tech already did Yuri. She is a fan favorite. I wonder why she is just stretching her. Never mind. Yeah, I think Chun-Li is polar opposite with the feet picks. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I remember the one thing about the Storm Collectibles is they're fucking the feet, bro. The feet on this chick was like, oh shit. Yeah, long ass feet, so you could definitely stand her up on one foot. So yeah, be on the lookout for this one, man. Think it's gonna go up for pre-order, like I said, not this week, but the week after. So we'll get to see full solicitations of it and probably talk about it again. And then from there, though, keeping it with Street Fighter, moving to Street Fighter 5, moving to the 1/6 scale this time. We got a Battle Ryu from Iconic Studios. So also another Street Fighter license, man, that people are able to buy. This is kind of using the TB League style bodies, so it's like full silicone. You don't get any of the fucking joints showing. Where, like I was talking about that Hano Studio Iron Man, very risky to buy these types of figures, guys. It's like fuck, especially for characters like this that are gonna get a lot of dynamic poses. A lot of the arms and the elbows are gonna get bent. You're running the risk of this shit wearing over time because you can't really tell how long this is gonna last. That's just being a silicone base. It's not plastic, and it's something completely different. Where I don't know. This is where, as good as a character like this might look, and also in a 1/6 scale, I think this is like their fourth figure that they put out. I know they put out other Ryu, Ken. I think they did an Akuma, or they showed off an Akuma. I could be completely wrong. No, I think they have, honestly. And then I think this might be their fourth or fifth release. I'm not 100% sure, but they look good for what they are. I've seen them in hand. I've seen a couple of reviews on them. I think Lago Figs has done a review on the Ryu figure, I want to say. I think I saw that one. And yeah, he was pretty happy with them. I like them too. I like how they look, but it's just not a scale that I collect. But like I said, always about the Mondo and the Hano stuff. I'm glad shit like this is being made just because it's different offering, Maybe one day I do get tired of just collecting 1/12 scale, 7-inch scale stuff, and I want maybe 1/6 more, I guess, premium offerings. Yeah, this looks pretty cool. But like I said, just going back to that Iron Man, it's just very kind of risky to kind of go in for stuff like this. It's not, you just don't know how long it's gonna last or how good it's gonna last over time. But outside of that, I don't really like. I like that this is like a 1/6 Ryu, but I don't really like the design choices they made for the Street Fighter 5. it just looks like old grungy fucking Ryu, you know. Where it's like, yeah, this is like I guess they call this hot Ryu because he got his shirt off and stuff. Where right here the proper name is Battle Ryu, but yeah, I think every time I think of Ryu, I don't think of him with the fucking beard and shit, you know. So not my Ryu, man, but it does look cool. It's just not the Street Fighter game that I grew up with and stuff. So I think if they made more classic designs, I think I'd be more excited for them and stuff. Maybe potentially going for something like that. Like I said, I'm going in for that Hano Studios Wolverine, and maybe potentially be on the lookout for more of their stuff. Street Fighter, I wouldn't be mad at not collecting a 1/6 line, but I don't think it would be the Street Fighter 5 stuff. I think that's just a little bit more off-putting. Don't let the scale dictate your collection, Omar. Exactly, bro. Oh man, no, right, you're right. But honestly, with stuff like 1/6, it's just fucking the price. It's just I'm always gonna pump the brakes on the price, but I always like to think that Todd stuff, even though it's 7-inch scale, it's still the same 1/12 stuff. You know, I always kind of get his Batmobiles, and I don't like the Hasbro 6-inch stuff looks pretty good around it. Doesn't look all fucked up. I started 1/6 damn toys. I'm so much happier with 1/12 because space. Man, that 1/6 damn toy stuff looks pretty good though. It has like a shit ton of detail, and yeah, I don't know. I think 1/6 collectors, they eat pretty good, man. Like seriously, they have some of the like more premium offerings kind of get shown off to them, and I don't know. It's just something for everybody, man. That's why I always kind of say, guys, it's a good time that we're living in for just collecting toys in general, man. It's just so much stuff, and it's something for everybody. Like everybody gets a taste of something that they're into, and like I said, saying it throughout the show, this show is kind of put together for people that maybe are not up in the know about just the stuff that's getting offered, you know. So kind of cool to just kind of get something put together for people that are in the community already in the hobby, people for that are not, and just get to see all this stuff. Because man, we all grew up with all this shit, man. So they're making this stuff for us, you know. You show this to like little kids, so a lot of the times they don't know anything about this stuff, man. Like they don't know Street Fighter, they don't know, you know. It's always kind of cool to put little kids up on this stuff, but the majority of times, the majority of the toys that are getting put out now, it's for adults, guys. You know, so it's cool to kind of see, you know. But keeping it with 1/6, moving into the Hot Toys offering of Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice, we got the all new movie coming out. Haven't seen it yet. I do want to go see it. Fucking who doesn't love Beetlejuice? I used to love seeing this dude at Universal Studios when I was a kid, man. My dad would always kind of take us here and there whenever we had like vacation time and stuff. He would always love going to Universal Studios. Like my grandparents used to visit us and stuff. And that would be, my dad would always want to go there. He would always want to go there, bro. You would even take like a camcorder and stuff. That's all I remember from like the 90s, bro. It's just going to Universal Studios all the goddamn time. So to see Beetlejuice there all the time, like even my dad loved it. It's just a cool movie from back in the day, guys. Like cool shit. So kind of see it kind of brought back. I haven't seen any reviews on it. Like I said, I just want to go out and watch it and enjoy it for myself. But getting the 1/6 offering, that's the cool thing about getting new, you know, movies and shows and all that stuff. You always get different toys, and Hot Toys always kind of comes with their stuff, packing as much detail as possible. Because look at this eyeball popping out of the head face portrait that they're offering. This shit looks fucking cool, guys. Like that looks dope. Where you're definitely gonna get a lot of fun posing this out differently. It does kind of come with like this tombstone grave little the fucking stand and stuff. So that looks cool. It gives you more posing options, and yeah, just like the face portraits and the detail they pack into it, it's pretty cool. Like the tailoring on the suit looks great. And the one thing I noticed too was that they're offering like the wool hair, and it's not their freaking their highest figure price. I forget the name of that shit. It's called get the name of that tier. I had it at the tip of my tongue, but it's the one that always offers like the rooted hair and stuff. So it's kind of cool that they're offering that on a more basic release. God damn, what's the name of that shit? Artisan series, the Artisan collection. I was like, what the fuck? Why am I thinking of bread? I was like, artisan bread. That's why. It's like something with food. Oh man, that's how my fucking brain works. That's how you put shit together, guys. Fucking weirdo. But yeah, it's kind of cool that they're offering this in a more basic tier. It's not the artisan release that would always jack up the price. Those things always go for above $400. So at $300, it's not crazy. You know, it's I don't know the differences between this Beetlejuice and the more classic, but to me, this still looks good enough. You know, it still looks classic enough. And man, yeah, fucking seeing Keaton fucking head sculpt, it looks great. Like it looks just like the dude, you know? Like this looks pretty dope. I'm not mad at this. I don't think I'll get it myself, but kind of seeing, like I said, you're seeing the movie come out. You get all these toy companies remaking the stuff or making stuff. So you get Hot Toys. I know NECA is gonna put out, or they're reissuing out some of their more like deluxe series that they had before. Then they got an Ultimate Edition Beetlejuice coming out pretty soon with that fucking strip club joint. So I'm excited to see that offering. That's a more from the old movie offering. So I'm excited to see that. But seeing this, I saw a lot of people hyped on it in the fucking 1/6 community from Hot Toys. They're excited for it. I'm an expert on bread, hair, Hot Toys. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is it called? And then there's this bread. This is bread. It's called artisan bread. And I was like, why the fuck am I thinking of bread, bro? Why? This makes no fucking sense. I was like, oh wait, yeah, it does. Artisan. That's why I'm thinking of it. Man, I'm tired, guys. Like seriously, man. Sometimes I do this fucking show. Man, it's fucking dude. It's been like 111 degrees over here, guys. Like I'm not used to this shit, bro. I live like in SoCal, so it's like we get good weather, but man, when it gets over 100, that's when people start to bitch and moan and whine. 111, bro. I was baking, dog. I can't sleep. I can't sleep during the day. I go to work overnight. I fucking hate it. So right now it's like, dude, I already feel sleepy, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. So I got a little bit more of the show to go, man. But yo, keeping it back with the toys, we got this Beetlejuice figure. fucking code names. You threw me off with this bread hair hot toys. Yeah. Seriously, artisan. You gotta remember that shit, man. But yeah, I don't know. Anybody in for this stuff? Anybody in for a Beetlejuice Hot Toys figure? I highly doubt it. Baby Beetlejuice from NECA looks hella detailed. Yeah, I think the NECA stuff that they offer is pretty cool. Like seriously, I think NECA always puts out good products where it comes to like, these horror or like the 80s or early 90s movies and stuff. Like they always put out like I think the best type of stuff. That's another one that gets dictated by scale. So shout out to you, NYC. Don't let scale dictate your collecting habits, bro. Don't let that not let you buy NECA stuff, man. This is one that I won't get though. That's for damn sure. And then jumping over to Bandai, it looks like they're teasing out something too. The people are saying this is Beetlejuice, SH Figuarts Beetlejuice. I was like, I can kind of see it, but I just was kind of thrown off by like the tombstone or the grave of it. I was like, is that the Beetlejuice shit? I don't know. So it kind of just put out a little preview image to it. There's no other information to it outside of that, but I don't know. If it's a Beetlejuice, that's kind of out there. Like seriously, that's just kind of out of left field, even though I am saying that because of movies we get new toys and it's all good, but that is kind of out of left field where that's the one thing about Bandai. I always kind of feel like they're just doing a little bit too much. It just looks like they're chewing off a bit too much where sometimes they got to cut corners, man. Like I said, I'm very disappointed on some of their One Piece releases. A lot of their One Piece releases where I thought I was going to be mostly all in on that line where not really, kind of pump the brakes. So I don't know. Kind of just looks off. They bite off more than they can chew. So I don't know if this is necessary, honestly. But a lot of the times when movies like this kind of come out, I feel like the studios they force the toy companies to have to make stuff. Like I think Warner Brothers, is it Warner Brothers that owns Beetlejuice, or who owns that? I think they kind of make companies do that. So I don't know exactly if this is Beetlejuice, but kind of a random thing to get from SH Figuarts. Might be cool though. Might be a real fun figure, especially if people are kind of dictated by scale and are leaning away from the NECA stuff. I want the Mezco Beetlejuice. Yeah, that's the other one we saw at SDCC. That looks fucking hot, bro. That looks like a banger. I'd be in if they did a 1/6, but nah, no. I think you're right though, Cones. That 1/6, that Mezco Beetlejuice, so that's gonna be the one get for sure. Animo, chico. For reals, bro. But I don't know how the fuck I get through work sometimes. Oh yeah, I don't do shit. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, I do so much at fucking work, man. Seriously, I'm always just like, God damn it, you guys. One of these days, I'm never coming back. That's what I tell them all the time. Woo-foo, if this was, it was 105 over here. Yeah, dude, it's blazing hot, man. Like, fuck, I got the AC pumping all the time now. The Gear 5 Luffy was a disappointment for me. Same was Wano Zoro. Yeah, exactly. Gear 5 Luffy for me wasn't as bad as the fucking Wano Luffy, man. But fuck, enough of that One Piece shit. I'm tired of that crap. Oh, fuck. Speaking of One Piece, jumping over to this SH Figuarts Ryuma. So here we have a creation from Ishiro Oda. So the creator of One Piece came out with these short stories before he ever came out with One Piece. And the story of Ryuma was part of this series or this short story called Monsters. It's Monsters something. I forget the extended name. But yeah, original character he kind of created before he got into the One Piece world. And this is kind of cool because if you watch One Piece, you actually see this character pop up in one of the arcs as a zombie. And that's when you're first introduced to him. He was like a really great swordsman. He was probably the greatest swordsman ever, in that world. Was being kind of like controlled by like one of these pirates. They kind of could control like fucking bodies and stuff, kind of their corpses, and use them as zombies. So that's when you first were introduced to him, where he didn't look anything like this. He just was like fucking fully decayed and everything. Very cool character. That if you're familiar with One Piece, the fucking swordsman of the fucking the Straw Hats is called Zoro, and he looks exactly like this young version of Ryuma looks exactly like Zoro, and that's the one thing where people kind of distinguish this. Like, okay, this looks like a One Piece character, but it's not. Something that came out in his own short stories, kind of a spin-off series, even though this came out before One Piece, the short story. I think they have the anime now on Netflix, so I got to go back and watch it. But very kind of cool. Like I said when we were talking about that Sabo, man, the world building that dude has done, it's Tolkien-esque, bro. Like seriously, like just the backstories that all these characters have, the story arcs that they have. Sometimes you think they're throwaway characters. You're like, whatever, doesn't matter. They're deep characters, guys. Like seriously, even like the most throwaway characters like got a deep backstory a lot of the times. Where when you first saw this guy, you were like, oh shit, but there was something about him that they kind of drew Zoro to him. Where that dude, he loves a challenge. He's on, his goal is to become the greatest swordsman. So whenever he kind of comes out across another great swordsman, it's always kind of being, he takes note of it. He's always challenges them. So this is when you're first introduced to him in One Piece. He's like this zombified fucking version of this guy. And that fucking sword, Zoro ends up defeating this dude, and he gets to wield this sword. Very fucking powerful. It's like an artifact to the country of Wano. So that's the land of the samurai in One Piece. So this dude was like, from Wano, and apparently he's like a early descendant, or not descendant, but fucking relative of Zoro. So he's kind of related. He's probably down the same fucking tree as him, because it looks just like him too. So that's kind of cool that like a young version of him has like that same like facial features of him. So kind of a deep cut SH Figuarts Bandai release. Like seriously, it wasn't really on anybody's bingo card that he was gonna do this, or they were gonna do this. But it's kind of cool, I think the one thing now breaking up the figure is probably just the articulation on it. The one things that I didn't like about that Wano Zoro was like that skirt piece, where it hindered a lot of the articulation, man. Where kind of always say the same kind of shit. It's like, oh, I don't need this guy to be Spider-Man, but for a samurai dude, you do need like his feet stance spread out a lot of the time. So you don't want anything kind of hindering that, where to make a soft goods version of this would be probably a lot harder than you get with like other releases, where it's just one solid color. Kind of just get one solid color of fabric, kind of match it with the plastic. You can kind of do it. The Kenshin release, I didn't like it because it's all plastic. So I always kind of wanted companies like I like the stuff that BuzzMod does with like their samurai figures. They offer a plastic upper torso, and then like soft goods lower torso, where I feel Bandai should have done that here. Like, give us the plastic up top, that's fine. The sleeves and all that stuff, we want that to be fair. But if you're gonna have to do that, but the bottom half, that kind of sucks. It's like it's gonna be like a more softer plastic, but it doesn't compare to what soft goods can do, and allow. But overall, I think the character looks cool. I definitely got to go back or watch that one, not go back, but go watch that one Netflix special. And yeah, just kind of get to enjoy it. And like I said, it's a early story from Ichiro Oda, and yeah, it's kind of cool that he kind of also mixes this character into One Piece, so it's part of the same universe, and it's just cool because this came out he wrote this, I think, when he was like 19 or some shit like that, when he was very young. So that alone, it's cool. And just as a fan of him, fan of like what One Piece has become, I think you would want to get as many characters from that universe as possible. So it might be a cool release, guys. I don't think it's gonna sell out or anything like that. I don't think a lot of people are gonna even pre-order it because it just looks completely random. But outside of that, if you're a fan of One Piece and you're a fan of what the guy has put together over the years, is like I said last week, man, go give it a chance one day, guys. I think they're gonna do the remaster version on Netflix coming up. Give it a chance, guys. Like seriously, I know Netflix has adapted the live action, and that's kind of been the introduction to a lot of people. There's some people at work now, they're like, hey bro, I watched One Piece. I was like, you watched the Netflix stuff? They're like, yeah. But after the Netflix stuff, guess what they did? They started watching the anime. And it's like they want to continue. Like there's this one dude at work, some like little Asian cat, little Asian homie named Alan. Very doesn't get into anime. Like I always figured that he would be anime, not to be fucked up or anything, or kind of put him into The thing's like Asian. Why doesn't he watch anime? But he didn't watch One Piece. He never watched any anime. But after watching that Netflix series, he got into it, and now I think he's like on the Water 7 arc. And man, I tell him all the time, bro, it's good, right? And he's like, yeah, man, you I always say, you get locked in. So it's kind of cool. I wonder if Bandai SH Figure Arts is gonna put out this version of Ryuma. Like I said, it's not an essential character. It's honestly almost throwaway. It's just, you wouldn't think that they would make this for years, you know. So that's why it's so random that they're giving you like the spin-off version, young version, where it still works, you know. So I highly doubt that they'll put out this version anytime soon. Maybe for fucking years, maybe if ever. I don't think they would, even though the design on him when he looks zombified, it's pretty fucking cool, man. Had Zoro Shadow, yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was being controlled, or Zoro was being controlled and stuff. And Sanji was a little ass dog. Yeah, that was a dope Thriller Bark. That was a good fucking arc too. Right after that was right after fucking was that after Marineford? I can't even fucking remember now. Oh no, it was before. I just watched episode 1120 of One Piece today, and saying how much lore it has and how no characters look different. Yeah, dude. It's gone so deep. What color is his underwear, SpongeBob? I have no idea. The one thing I always like about these figures that Bandai does though is the expressions, man. Like the whole faceplate stuff is just genius. Where like I said last time, I wish more domestic companies lean into that. Just give us more faceplates. You get different expressions, man. It's easy. It's easy to kind of produce. I would imagine you have to produce a whole another head sculpt. It's just these little plates, easy. Each characters look different. I'll order it if you can do a face swap with the Zoro head. I think you might be able to, honestly. I think you could do like the whole head swap. I think Zoro would look cool too in this like fucking get up. I think that shit would look dope. He just has like that samurai fucking look to him and stuff, you know? So be on the lookout for that, guys. If you're interested, I think that's the only Bandai SH Figure Arts that I've seen go up this week, man. And then from there, we move on to this Mattel exclusive 2-pack. We got these headbangers coming into the WWE line, and man, we talked about these during WrestleMania. They were like in their little booth, man, but now we finally get them up for pre-order. It looks like they're going to be exclusive to the Mattel Creation site at $50, where I don't know, man, at first I was like, you know what, I'm not really in for these because it wasn't like a tag team duo that I grew up with. I always remember these guys only from WWF tapes. I never got to watch WWF like early 90s. Remember, like when we got cable, it was already kind of more, I think it was like 98 or 97 or some shit. So that's all the stuff I grew up with. But I think these guys are like early 90s, 94, 95, around there, like mid 90s. Cool fucking designs or cool costumes to these guys, man. It's super metal. I love the photography here, man. They got them in like the fucking mosh pit. They're just like moshing it up right there. It just looks so fun. Where I always see these like great shots of people they take like for like fucking bands and stuff. And they got like the fucking crowd. Like you could get a great photography shot with just these guys as like background characters almost, man. Not to just always kind of say this deserves to be a background character because they look like great wrestling figures. And just, yeah, big fans of the headbangers, man. You got good looking figures coming in with soft goods. Like even the paint on them look great, where they're not ultimate offerings. But like I said, they're giving you the soft goods. You don't really need ultimate offering for characters like this, you know, or wrestlers like this. They're just more, I don't want to call them niche, but they weren't fucking like, I don't know. They weren't some of the more iconic tag team tandems in fucking WWE history. I would at least say that. They did become WWE tag team champions, but every time I think of like great, like I said, they're more modern. I always think of like fucking the Hardy Boys or the Dudley Boys and stuff. Those are the more the tandems that I grew up with, man. But I think Mosh and Thrasher look great. They look pretty dope. And like I said, for just background shots or something, they look like fun toys. They just look like fun action figures, especially for huge wrestling fans. I think you would get great shots of these guys in the ring. You know, it's just something unique, something different. And it's cool that I like that wrestling always, they don't shy away from that. Yeah, they always put out another John Cena. There's always another Hulk Hogan. There's always another, you know, Rock figure coming down, but they always do kind of go down and give you like deeper cuts, deeper wrestlers, kind of really fill out a roster for like wrestling fans, dude. So I always watch Fig Heel. I don't know if you guys sub to Fig Heel. He's like my wrestling kind of go-to. Him and Fig Vault, I think, dude, both of them, I think they have a podcast and stuff, but those are the guys I always go to and stuff. And it's just kind of crazy to see all the wrestling offerings that not only Mattel does, but Jazzwares does. I wish I covered more wrestling action figures on here, man, but it's just something out of my kind of scope all the time. But anytime I see good WWE figures, like I said last week about the fucking Dudley Boys, there's this shit on my desk. they're cool, they're fun, you know, especially if you grew up with wrestling. It's just something different, and it's also one of Mattel's better lines and stuff that they do is just a WWE license and stuff. So not only do they do great dinosaur stuff, but the wrestling figures are great, man. Seriously, they look like some fun bangers and stuff. The head bangers, I mean, look at those head sculpts, bro, with the tongue sticking out. Like, seriously, man. Even just in a, I don't know, maybe a fucking shot, a back alley shot, you just have these dudes fucking beating up on somebody or something. You know, they just look like some fucking crazy dudes. Got fucking face paint on them and stuff. So super metal, like I said. I just love the whole offering that they got going on right here. You know, so at $50, it's not crazy. About 25 a figure, and you know, you get both of them at the same time. So it's cool fucking exclusive. Mosh and Thrasher, yeah, exactly. I know shout out to my man Boncho, he actually shared that with me. I'm fucking probably gonna put these on my radar. I don't know if I'm gonna get them because, like I said, I didn't really kind of grow up with these guys, but they do look cool. They just look like some cool toys, some cool action figures that definitely have a lot of fun with and stuff. And I got a fairly good amount of wrestling figures. I know I can definitely kind of fudge them onto the shelf somewhere. So I'll definitely have space for them if I do go in for them. But I don't know. At $50, there's a lot of stuff coming out. Sometimes I buy stuff like this and I'm like, why the fuck did I pre-order this? You know, I wouldn't be mad if I did get these in hand. I'll probably be having a lot of fun with them because even the packaging looks fucking great too. Like shit. And that's where they get wrestling collectors too. They always get them in the damn packaging. I see a lot of imparts collectors for that too, man. So yeah, be on the lookout for this one, man. I'm pretty sure when these come out, these are definitely gonna get taking a lot of photography of. The stage diver finisher was sick. There you go, my man Boncho. I know he's getting these. I don't know, man. It's like I said, I'm still waiting on more stuff coming from Ringside exclusives or Ringside. More exclusives coming out there. Waiting for that Rikishi figure. That's the one I really am waiting for, bro. I always wanted a Rikishi. The last Elite that came out fucking is like $150. So I'm glad that they're reissuing out a version of them. That's the one I'm waiting for. And then Billy Gunn, badass Billy Gunn, the Road Dogg Jesse James. And then I got enough damn wrestling figures for right now, man, because it's just too much for something that I'm not really collecting fully, man. But keeping it with Mattel, man, moving into He-Man and Masters of the Universe, we got the Horde entering the cartoon line. So the evil Horde coming with Hordak. I guess they're entering in the She-Ra under the same kind of cartoon filmation line. Where I gotta say, man, I've collected the Origins line since I think it came out in 2019, 2020. Got most of the main characters, but man, now until I see like these cartoon versions, man, bro, I kind of like them. I kind of like them a little bit better, honestly, because if you're familiar with the origin stuff, it's a retro style figure. So they were always kind of designed a bit differently than they looked in the cartoon. But kind of seeing, even though I didn't grow up with the cartoon, it's just something about them being like more refined. They just look a little bit better. Where this one, I don't know. I like my other many faces. I got two versions of them. I got the comic version and the regular origins. So getting to see him in the filmation style. We got Triclops also in the filmation style. I'm not mad. They look like cool little toys that will fit into your like Eternia set or your Castle Grayskull set, Snake Mountain. And then from there, we move on to more Turtles of Grayskull, where, like I said last time, man, they really fucked themselves with that goddamn Snake Mountain, bro. That Snake Lair, that Snake Mountain shit. No, the Snake Lair. That shit was a botch at SDCC where, like I said, I thought I was going to be fully in, but there was something about that wasn't really selling me. And according to the majority of collectors, they were not sold on that thing, where Mattel, like they did with Sonic, listen to the consumers, pivot, pause the shit, put the brakes on, go back to the drawing board and figure something else out. Because it looks like they're going to continue to go deep into these like Snake Man line, where it was even going to start to blend into the Turtles of Grayskull line. So here we got like a Snake Armor Raph, and then we got Snake Armor Donatello. So it looks like they're going to give you all four of the brothers. We did get to see them at SDCC. And yeah, you got to feel really shitty as a company if you're kind of really leaning into this whole snake fucking factions and all this stuff, even with another subline. And now your playset is back to the drawing board, man. I think they really botched that. They didn't really kind of stay true to the design that was offered initially when they put it up for vote. They put it up for a fan vote. Fans voted for the image that they were shown. And then when they came out with the fucking playset, it was completely different. So it kind of turned a lot of people off. So now you got to wait to see how they kind of go about that. And I think it's honestly going to hurt a lot of these releases now, because to kind of get a Snake Armor Raph, even though we just got, some of the Turtles of Grayskull, the basic stuff, I feel like they're doing a little bit too much now, where I didn't get the Mechanic and the Serpentor, I think it was. They just look too out there. They look too goofy, man. I don't know. And that's the one thing about the Masters of the Universe stuff. Even where I stopped also in the Origins collecting, the Snake Man. It was just so many that I was just like, you know what, dude? they all kind of just look like kit bashed figures almost. There's very few that have like a unique design. Like I want to get that Vipor figure. He looks cool. But some of them were just looking a little bit too goofy, a little bit too out there. Where I was just like, you know what, dude, they're going too deep for me. I'm just gonna pivot away. I stopped buying a lot of them. A lot of the ones that I really want are now going to Mattel Creations, where this is stuff I can probably pass on easily. Where I thought I was gonna be mostly all in for the Turtles of Grayskull stuff, but looks like after the ones that they put out already, I think I'm gonna pause. I know they're gonna put out a snake version of Shredder. I like the Turtles of Grayskull one already, the regular one. I think I'm good. I don't think I need to continue to go deeper in this, man. So gotta wait and see. And then to kind of close it out, pretty much close it out with the Hasbro stuff. Looks like fully unlocked HasLab, guys, man. Ending soon. So lock this up if you haven't already. Got the Rattler. I think it closes this week coming up. So finally fully unlocked. Did you guys go in for it, man? What were your guys' thoughts on just the closing thoughts on it, man? Are you guys still hyped, as excited as you were initially? Because yeah, to finally get the tier 3 unlock, man, kind of stupid that they made that first one patches and stuff, where it's like, dude, that's where you started to see the slowdown initially, where people really started to think, man, they really fucked us, So it is good that it's fully unlocked, because like I said, when we were talking about the reveal of it, this was the best figure in that whole package. It was just not even the figure itself, but just the head sculpt, man. This head sculpt on here on Baroness looks so fucking good, and it's got the fucking stilettos on, so she looks great, man. So it's good to see that this is fully unlocked for the people that are going in for it, man. And yeah, closing this week, I believe. So ending soon. Be on the lookout for that pre-orders closing this week. So if you're on the fence, make up your mind, guys, because you might be running out of time. I did not back this lame ass HasLab, sir. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't either. I didn't either, and it's kind of crazy too, because I remember the last HasLabs. It's like you kind of keep the excitement going throughout the month. This was kind of, I don't know. It was honestly, the excitement was kind of flat as soon as it was revealed, because it was already teased out what it was. So you already knew what it was. Now you just want to see what's being thrown into the package or into the offering. So to see the patches is the first tier. That was just bad move, bad marketing. Like they really fucking botched that one. But good to see that it's fully funded. Like I said, because I'd be feeling real fucked up if I got this shit and it didn't have all the bells and whistles, man. I'd be really feeling real fucked up. So let me know if you guys are going in for it, man. And then next week looks like Hasbro PulseCon's coming back, guys. So Friday you're gonna have full little online con from Hasbro. So definitely gonna have some cool stuff to kind of talk about. And yeah, kind of jam-packed the show up next week, man. So be on the lookout for that. Looks like we're gonna have offerings from Transformers, Star Wars, Marvel Legends, obviously. I think Black Series, and man, this is where I really miss Lightning Collection, man. It's like it was always like a cool little weekend or a couple days of just like full toy lines and stuff from Hasbro, where it's like, man, now if they do lose the Marvel Legends license, they do lose the Black Series license, it's like, man, I love these post-con things, dude. It's just fun and excitement throughout the community, So maybe it's not something that gets offered that's gonna entice you to pre-order it, but like I said, it generates buzz, it generates community, and it's honestly what puts this show together, stuff like this, So excited to see this shit next week, and yeah, be right here to talk about it with you guys, man. See what your guys' thoughts are. But outside of that, that's all the toy news I have for the week, guys. Thank you guys as always, and man, like I said, thank you guys for the 100 subs, man. I didn't fucking think I'd get to this shit like anytime soon. When I first started, I thought it was gonna be a slog. Honestly, I really thought not a lot of people were gonna watch this shit, man. I was like, who the fuck is gonna watch? Like, even though I was on a podcast before with another group of friends and stuff, I was like, you know what? Now I'm going out on my own. Like, it's gonna be harder to kind of put this together and kind of generate a little bit of buzz. So I'm excited that yeah, it's kind of gone off to a good start, man. And yeah, just very thankful, guys. Like, seriously, man, I can't say that enough. I say that every week, kind of closing off, and I mean it, man. I really mean it, man. It really means a lot. And you guys are kind of digging the show, and it makes it fun for me to kind of put it together and kind of come in and chop it over with you guys, man. But yo, gotta sign off because like I said, I gotta get ready for work, man. But yo, it's real cool to kind of chop it up with you guys every week. I'll be back next week, and like I said, we got some cool stuff to kind of look forward to. I also think there's gonna be a Mesco drop this week, guys. Be on the lookout Wednesday, man. Be on the lookout Tuesday, Wednesday. I feel like your wallets are gonna be fucking hurting, guys. I feel like there's maybe a fucking van coming down the line, maybe a tangerine figure. I don't know, but I definitely feel like there's something. And I feel like companies are kind of waiting for like the middle of September to kind of show some stuff off and take some of our money, honestly, because been a slow last couple of weeks, guys. But yo, that's it for me, man. Remember, guys, these are just my opinions. These are just my thoughts. You guys have yours. I have mine. But until next week, guys, I'll catch you guys later, man. Thank you guys. Really, man. Really appreciate it. Peace out, guys. Later.